All right. Hi, everybody at the house. Welcome, and thank you for joining us for this simulcast with the actual cup race that's going on right now. For legal purposes, we will not be showing any of the race, but you'll be able to track the race based on Buddy's beautiful graphics that he has in there. We'll be talking about the races we go. I am Mean Gene Money. I am one of the voices of our broadcast team here. All along, you'll see the partners here that we have in the window. We've got Jared Kelly, Showboat. Go ahead and wave at the viewers at home. There he is. Jared's a two-time BRL champion. That's the Bonfire Race League we broadcast for. Jared also has 25 wins in BRL, and he came and poached one win in the Moonlight Racing League as well. Zach Panzarella, he's in the down there. You can see him giving you the high fives. Nine-time MRL wins, and he is a PRL truck champion as well. And you can see down below him, Dalton Geyer. Dalton's actually repping some merch for Zach. Dalton, you want to show that shirt? There it is, the official Zach Panzarella truck champion.
It's
Dalton
yours.
Geyer, he has lots of accolades, but the main thing need to know about him is he is him. Also, we're going to have Buddy Sully. He's our defending MRL Cup champion there. My accolades are I have started some races. There you go. All right. Also, with Zach, we are going to have Aaron T., his partner. Aaron will be giving us commentary periodically. A Newman fan, so she has great taste in drivers.
Blaney.
Blaney, my bad. Not Newman. Blaney. What am I doing? All right, so we had a caution already in the track, as you saw. Little self-spin by Miss Catherine. Welcome to the Cup Series. We only turn left here.
Catherine Legs, welcome to the Cup Series moment.
And other than that, we're going to be watching the race. We'll open it up here. Favorite to win? What do you think? Let's start at the top there.
I got Chase Briscoe. I will get this out of the way now. This is my first time ever watching this race on TV. I've attended it for 7 years straight now with Aaron. So this is weird to even be watching this, but this is where I saw Briscoe get, I believe, his first Cup win. And he did it in dominant fashion. And now he drives a really, really fast race car. So I got Chase Briscoe.
He's in a fast car.
I guess I'm next. I got, as Tyler Pinnell on TikTok and Instagram would say, Chris Busher. I like the way that car ran in practice and qualifying. It's got some speed in it. Looks like he fell out just a little bit, but I think they're gonna straighten things out and they're gonna get up front.
Good picks, Dalton.
Yeah, I am going with Awesome Chase from the same place as his dad, Awesome Bill from Dawsonville.
That was terrible.
I feel like this is just going to be one of those ones where we got another wreck coming up here.
We got another wreck.
Yeah.
One.
I
got him out of the
can't
way.
really explain it. But I guess I can't explain it. He wasn't very fast in practice. They seemed like they kind of dialed it in qualifying. I think this is going to be one of those ones where he just kind of hangs around and then is just in the right place at the right time at the end.
He wins races.
Sounds like a Byron strategy right there. What about you, buddy? Who's going to come through?
I gotta go with my old guy Kyle Larson. It's just something about the way that he races.
Not Todd.
I don't know his history of this track too much. This is the first time that I really intend on watching the NASCAR Cup Series all the way through. So I don't know. It'll be interesting, but I always got to pull for Larson. Huge fan of him.
Did y'all see Todd doing Todd things again?
Yep.
Wasn't his fault. It's never his fault.
He's doing Todd things again.
You mean winning?
Winning, being dominant.
No. All right, and I don't have a favorite.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, 3-time. 3-time was in the front row. He took over the lead just in time. He's going to get some free laps. The question is, though, Who's going to hit him from behind this time? Who's going to wreck him? Ricky Stenhouse got him once.
I think that 12th
Gilliland got
car,
him once.
Dennis Puckett, he's going to get him.
You dirty rat. You dirty rat. Nah, if any Penske car is going to wreck him, it would be the 2. That guy is not the best teammate that I've ever seen. Hey, so since Catherine Legg is in this race, she had that self sprint that brought out that first caution. Are any of y'all disappointed that we didn't actually get to see her last week, where she might have been able to do something for real? Like, isn't that a little disappointing?
I think Phoenix is a little bit mean. That's her first racetrack.
Yeah, I would want to see her on a road course, right?
Yeah, I mean, Catherine can do ovals. She's no slouch in the 500, the Indy 500. But yeah, I'd imagine she'd probably be more, because she's an IMSA killer, right? So she'd probably be more comfortable on a road course.
Any of you guys familiar with her? I'm new to.
I always see her in the last chance in the Indy 500 qualifying.
Mm-hmm. I did some research on her yesterday, and I know she has some IMSA like wins. She may have a championship or two. I don't want to sound too stupid here. Let me look her up real quick. Nice. But she's very respected, like in the garage.
Siri, search.
Yeah, literally am. So she is a she's done a lot. She did Formula E. She did Champ Car, which is crazy. She's done Champ Car and IndyCar. I forgot about that.
Can you guys hear that?
Wow.
Well, I would like to see her on a road course, but how many races is she scheduled to run this year? Do you think is this a one-off?
I think it's a one-off.
Is it?
I don't know for sure, but I thought it would.
Yeah, on her Wikipedia, it says this is a one-off for Live Fast. She's the first woman in the Cup Series since Danica.
Yeah. Ooh, was that the number 4 that got up and made that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah, yeah.
And look, there's Ty Gibbs. I'm going to say it now, y'all. I'm done with Ty Gibbs. I've been waiting and telling people, oh, he's going to get a win this year. He's going to get one. He's going to break through. And I'm tired of feeling and looking dumb.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm tired of it. Like, he's in a great car, so of course it's going to run up at the front. I think Xfinity was the same way. Great car. But that jump to Cup is just ridiculous, right? All these guys here are champions, not just winners. They're champions.
I think Ty Gibbs is probably the best example of just like how good the Cup Series is. Because I thought he was going to come in here, and I thought by year 2 he'd be winning races.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a sketchy start.
Oh my,
that was a huge.
Looks like Jax Duval. Is Jax Duval up at the front again? What are we doing?
Seriously.
It was so far.
Oh wow.
I got a list. I'm gonna be. Look, is that 5 wide right there? What are we doing?
What is Austin Dillon doing?
Filming a promo for his TV show. Oh, they're just pushing. They better watch out. That number 3's got a Winchester in there with him.
Oh.
The ammo I use.
Just 4 and 5 wide. Great blimp work from the Farmers.
Yeah, that's a really good shot.
This blimp shot brought to you by Farmers Only. You don't have to be lonely with Farmers Only. Shout out, Kevin.
Actually, funny. So Kevin gave me his phone number to have it when I'm flying and everything. And I texted him. First thing I texted him was, "Thank you for your 2-year subscription to FarmersOnly.com." He goes, "You almost had me there for a second."
That's amazing. That was such a bad restart.
That was a bad restart.
They'll probably penalize Kyle Busch for popping out of line.
For existing.
I think I just heard the broadcasters talk about that.
Oh my god! I think penalized Scott Bush for that. He lost positions.
They're going to get him for turn 6. They'll be like, "Hey,
I heard Joey Logano."
It's Logano.
Logano got in trouble.
No,
the officials are talking to him.
I think Todd Gilliland got up into the race control.
Logano, restart violation.
He was first. How is he violating?
No,
you can't be below the yellow line at the start finish before the start finish line.
That would have been really close.
I think that Clint Boyer, I think, just called it nitpicky, and I very much
agree
with that.
I want to see the other side because is the wheel below it, or like what defines it? Like, is it a wheel?
Yeah, I thought it was all four had to be below, and they certainly weren't.
So what is that? A drive-through?
Yeah,
it's a pass-through. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Dirty boy. I don't even know who to hate now.
Is that a lap
official? What official made that call?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Like I wanted to see another like view because was that tire below that line?
I know. Right. This pit road is so long.
Yeah, he'd be lucky if he doesn't lose 2.
Yeah, I agree. He could lose 2 here.
Look at that.
He'll be coming up to speed. I think a lap and a half behind. Here comes. Oh no, it's not. It's not that bad. Yeah. Oh, it might not even be 1.
It burns. It still burns.
Oh no, wait, Harvick's saying 2. Harvick said 2.
Let's see here.
So that was 1, almost 2. Yeah. That happened really fast.
I think he could be 2 laps down, but the gap is about the same.
There's your angle.
Look at that shot.
What was the call?
Yep, he's definitely over the line.
On the yellow line before he could start finish line. And he's not. He wasn't. Yeah. I guess that sets the rest of the race. Better not see that.
It'll add to the storyline when he comes back and wins.
Clint sounded like Gene growling up in the
booth. This segment brought to you by Basil Hayden Bourbon.
By Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Maybe that's who's in race control.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ryan Preece up 20. Oh, he's on that option tire.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the teams want to save that for like the last stint in case there's like a yellow.
How many sets do you get?
I don't know. Not enough to be on him now.
Look at what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was so far back, it's worth it.
Yeah, he was 33rd. It is.
Yeah, but this is I heard this is like the longest stint that they're gonna go, so they wanted to start on the primaries.
Interesting. So I mean, I guess someone has to do it.
He's the guinea pig.
If it was Formula 1, they're going to be like, and everyone's looking at the 60s data and the time.
What are they saying? I don't have volume.
Car's overheating.
Joey's car is overheating?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's having a day.
He literally said it's always fucking something.
That's 2 things.
He has about the backstretch of a gap on the leader.
But he still won that down already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at Byron. He's out there in front. This is how you normally win races there, Mr. Byron.
Look how bad that Zane Smith 38 looks on the pylon. They forgot to take out the green on the 8. On the circles in the middle.
Quick.
He's just winning. Oh shit! There is not.
There's an earthquake right now.
Yo, we're having an earthquake right now. No joke. We're having an earthquake right now.
Your phone's pretty stable then.
Yeah, no, like it looks like the window next to me is like super vibrating, and there's no wind at all. Like
That's scary.
that was like if you look up earthquake on Twitter, I guarantee you it's fucking trending. Yeah.
It's like a jolting one.
We're about to
Yeah.
see a
There's
crevice
like
open up
at all.
in Zach's living room.
That's
Have I
right.
ever had my awesome ass view? I probably can't. Let's see. I'll try. Hold on. That was an earthquake. Yep. There's the TV.
Oh my god, the epicenter was like literally here.
So like you see that like window right there, my neighbor's window. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah. Is that the beach?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, what I do with them?
Right here.
Doing homework because he's still in elementary school.
Hmm.
Yep. So I guess we're like the epicenter of where the earthquake was, like where I am. Well, how big was it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Crazy. Wow.
Probably like a 2.
So dangerous out here. Yeah, is there a tsunami? No tsunami. We're good.
Different.
We need one more of those.
Catherine saved that car way better than Wreck House.
Or Mr. Beast did with that Formula E.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw that video.
It's like, like right in the wall.
So they let Mr. Beast drive a Formula E car, but they won't let Rusty Wallace's Mike Wallace drive in the 500.
Well, I mean, I'm not even gonna entertain that bait.
Mr. Beast really pulled the Tony Stark and was like, "Oh, I'm driving."
Yeah, literally did. I mean, it feels like that happens every time they put someone behind the wheel of one of those things. To be fair, I think I'd spin it out the same way Mr. Beast did. Wow, Buddy really takes what he does seriously. Even his computer chair looks like a racing seat.
I had one of those.
Is he not in a sling? He like just had
No,
surgery.
look at him. I was just thinking the same thing. He's just.
I think the surgery thing was just a cover up to me whooping his butt at Daytona.
I think he just didn't want to do it. I totally agree.
He's creating a storyline so when he comes back, overcoming adversity.
Sounds like David Owens' storyline. I had a fever.
The fever that's lasted 3 weeks.
Literally. I didn't make a mistake. It was just the flu.
I raced Talladega today and my eye was itchy.
Yeah.
Me and my army.
I tell you, I actually my eye wasn't itching, but I started sixth, so I was breathing a little bit heavy at the very beginning of that race. I was tense. Not used to being up there 3 wide.
I can't give you any advice because I mean I used to feel that way. Like
don't mess up. That's your advice.
Yeah. Well, like when I started leading laps in Bonfire, like my foot would shake on the pedal.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to get that vibration to stop. Yeah.
You're like vibrating so hard to where you can see your actual throttle modulating a little bit, and you're like, "Oh my God, Zach, fucking get a grip!" Like, oh, I've had one.
Intense.
Yeah, it's funny too because like I've had ones at tracks like that where I'm shaking so bad, and it's a track where I'm braking, like a short track, and you start having to like learn how to calculate factoring in your shaking,
adrenaline and shaking.
Exactly. You're like, okay, I have to go like a little bit early because I'm gonna shake into the brake pedal and lose a little bit there. But yeah, I've said that to so many people. Like, it's so different being in second place than leading a race. Leading a race is so hard. Like, dictating your pace and not making a mistake, it's the worst.
So don't make any mistakes, Gene.
That's why I chose that Vegas to only lead 6 laps. I could have led more, but
I was happy. I was happy with what I did.
You know,
I hated
he only led 1 lap today.
The important one.
He only led 1 moment.
He led the last 100 feet.
Yeah.
No, not even.
Yeah, 10 feet.
The last like inch.
Foot. Me and Dalton were talking off the air, and we're like, if Jack Stabal's engine blows a millisecond later, Lynott wins that race.
Yeah.
Like, the odds, like, you can't write that shit. That's so incredible. Props to Lynott, because I can say if I'm Lynott, I'm like, I am squaring up my bumper with that car, whatever it takes. He's going to Ricky Stenhouse, Carl Edwards me across the finish line.
I'm going to wreck my car.
Yeah, I'm destroying my car. If I can afford 4 incidents, I am destroying my car right now. Like, second or first, like, I only want first at that situation.
Here's the answer. It was a 4.5.
Yeah,
4.5.
Those of you guys at the house wondering, we also broadcast our Bonfire Race League Premier Cup Series Sundays at 12. And today was the regular season finale at Talladega. One of the race teams was trying to push their friend, one of their teammates, into the finals. And it came down to the last turn, and the pusher's car exploded. And then that fella that had a great lead, right? Like 4 car lengths, 5.
Which ended up being his detriment. Like, if he had not had that lead, that blown engine would have been okay.
Yeah, maybe he could have, snuck in, but instead, some fella that hadn't led the entire race gets pushed, and they finish 3/10,000th of a second.
0.03.
3/10,000th of a second victory.
That's much. Like, literally
in that race.
The best finish I've ever seen in that racing.
Yeah, so if y'all are free on Sundays at 12 o'clock Central,
check that out.
Look up Bonfire Race League.
We had a lot of great races this week. On Thursday, we had a really, really close overtime finish. Did a phenomenal job covering that one. And then on Monday,
it was a really good broadcast. I was really pleased with that. That worked out great.
Very, very good broadcast by you guys. It's been fun watching you learn the Thursday League.
I know I've definitely enjoyed being involved in that Thursday stuff. It's been really fun.
Did you get to go back and watch that, buddy? That was really good.
I watched some of it just to make sure that my audio wasn't all jacked up. I didn't watch the whole broadcast, but it was fun being in the booth with you, me and Gene.
Buddy did his first metaphor.
Oh yeah,
good job, buddy.
The baloney.
Yeah, he said Joe Vulpes was the baloney in the middle.
Oh, I remember that.
I pulled out the gambling in Vegas too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. I was so excited about my green flag call, and I botched it my first time.
I was with you, though.
The MRL, and Jared's like, BRL, we're in the BRL. Yeah. And I'm like,
hey, it won't matter next year.
I'll get it right now.
It'll all be VRN next year.
I was too focused on trying to get that call right.
Yeah. So currently for you guys at home, we broadcast Sundays at 12 o'clock Central on the Bonfire Racing League Network. And then we do a Monday night at 11 Eastern. Yeah.
Almost
11 Eastern. And we do a rebroadcast at 11 Eastern of the Thursday night for the Moonlight Racing League. So that's MRL Broadcasting, Mike Romeo Lima, MRL Broadcasting, and we do races there on Monday night and on Thursday night. So check us out. And then next season, race season, not year, but the end of the race season, we will all those races will be on the Vortex Racing Network, of which you are watching right now. And we're still looking for another partnership. We'd love for another league that has their own team in place to come in, and we could even pick up another league.
Yep. And Wednesday's coming up as well. We'll have very soon some really exciting news about what VRN will be bringing over on Wednesdays, which will be another great racing league. So yeah, but more partners would be wonderful. As we, start to build our own leagues as well.
Your viewers become our viewers, become your viewers.
Exactly. And I'd say for us personally, for like our Wednesday project, which will be, kind of a joint league that we're all building together, I think we have about enough funding for about one season to get it fully broadcasted and bring it to you guys so people can race for free. And then from there, it'll be, we'll never be an expensive league by any means. But sponsorships would be what would allow us to continue to do this for free, or do the leagues for free. So anyone that can help.
About $1.50 a race. Is that right?
Exactly. It's not much. It really isn't. But thank you to all the sponsors we do have. Animal House Customs today, amazing. And they are getting their money's worth with some awesome races.
Yep. We do Chantilly Lace is our Monday night sponsor, so we appreciate them. And we had Horse Bath Body Wipes briefly for the Wednesday night series. So the opportunity is there, and it's not as much as you would think, but it could be as much as you want.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And the other thing I'd like to see more is some of these sponsors sponsoring just a team.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
Just have a team out there with those. After today's adventure with Gulf Coast Racing, apparently my microphone wasn't working when I said, "Guys, quit blocking the whole front row. You're going to cause a wreck." And then being in the wreck, but they continue to do it. Yeah, I was thinking, I could make my own team. Maybe get like a Ricky Mandela, get Michael Benton, find a super speedway racer. That's a 4-man team.
Me and Gene, don't worry about that too.
Oh no, I would sponsor it and get like a picture of my cat and put my cat on the hood of all 4 cars.
I won a championship with my dog on the car. And
See?
that car is consistently the fastest race car I drive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about something. Have any of you guys ever raced in a sim racing league that had a charter system?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds serious.
It's interesting. I've been very mildly entertaining them. What were your thoughts on it?
I don't know. I'd add something more. I don't know. People do stupid stuff when they have to buy in.
Yeah.
And you get a lot more of the sandbaggers too. Like there'll be people that intentionally don't go over iRating cap just to squeeze in there and then just wax the whole field.
Right.
Are you calling me a sandbagger, buddy?
No, it was from a different league that I was in.
Most of MRL.
It was
most of MRL call me a sandbagger.
Yeah, the Wednesday night. No, he's saying in that league. Wednesday, some of those Wednesday guys.
So
David Owens, sandbagger.
You guys have raced with me quite a bit, Jared, and stuff like that. And you know what my abilities are and aren't. And you come into a league that's 2K cap or whatever, just for example, and then I hop in there and can't finish better than 22nd or 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, look, don't you want this on the face of your car? Come on.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, very cute cat.
He's like, oh, he talks about Logano all the time.
I tried. Y'all talked about Cars, the movie, and I was going to be like, that's the one that has Go Logano in it, right?
Oh my God.
I resisted. I let it go. I let it go.
Oh, that's. Yeah,
but I think that's something, instead of having to buy the charter from the league or whatever, I like the proposed rule of only having 4 people in Discord at a time, because then that way the money could come from somewhere else, individuals that want to be on a better team. Like, why would you not spend $25, $30 to get Jared Kelly in your team, in your chat? Especially somebody like me. I'm thinking about starting a team. I finished 20th in points. I want a good driver in there to give me the knowledge about when to pit, when to take tires, those kinds of things. It's worth $25 to me to have somebody in there. So Jared, maybe we can talk down the road, bud.
What you see?
$26.83.
This is like the cost cap in Formula One.
No cost. There's no cap. This is like
no cap.
This is like basketball, where they say that there is a ceiling, and then or baseball, where the Yankees spent out the roof,
or the Dodgers.
The Dodgers. But yeah, what you see too is oftentimes, like in other league, one of the top drivers is also a driver coach. So like, you'll pay $50 an hour to have him coach you. And that is, I mean, I recommend that to anybody, genuinely. It is worth it. But I think what he does is he may charge some of his teammates who are, up and comers, 1,000, 2,000 rating guys. I'm not sure how much he charges them to be on the team, but they get free coaching essentially, right? Whenever they want it. They're getting coached by him whenever they want. And these guys are getting better at a ridiculous rate. Guys who I think, like, I'm not going to say names, Dalton, but guys where it felt hopeless are now like top 10 guys in the league.
Like maybe not hopeless, but
Looks
like yeah,
Byron
definitely
won
guys that,
stage 1.
yeah.
Reddick,
Yeah, definitely guys
Byron,
that
Reddick, Priest.
William Byron, do we have any
the
cool
stage?
Oh, no one even took a Hendricks guy last time, so here we go again.
Yeah. I said I'd show off a cool diecast of every stage winner, so I'll go get a cool Byron one.
Yep,
Right
go get him one. Those don't exist, so good luck. Hey, there's a puppy.
You guys talking about BRL and stuff and teams and all this with next season, I think Kevin's intending on BRL dropping down to 3-man teams.
3?
Yeah, I want to say that I've seen a post somewhere about that on one of the Discords, but I can say that I have been in strong talks with Mr. Jose Medina to hook up with him next season in BRL.
He's
That's a
fast.
good one right there.
Yeah, Jose's pretty good.
He gets better every
So
week.
far, it's just me and him though. For
If
Sunday
he would have
mornings.
run a full season this year, he put up 29 points a race in the 7 he did race, he would have been a playoff driver.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, yeah, because me and Jason, we've gotten Paul and just trying to help Paul out, who's had some not so great finishes. So I don't think anybody's gonna separate Jason and I. I think we like each other too much.
Right. Jason's a good guy too. It's really easy to get along with Jason.
Businesses start small, but a lot of them take off.
So if you're at the house watching this, you're an iRacer and you're not in BRL or
what are you doing on Sunday?
MRL, just
right.
give me a call.
If you're not in BRL, where are you at?
That's right.
Sleeping.
Are you doing a Zach? Are you doing a Zach Panzarella sleeping?
All right, I got 2 for you guys.
Oh man.
First one's for. It's not as cool, but this one's for sale.
It's his computer.
It is. This is computer. Liberty Walk, which I know everyone loves this school and this company, but autographed.
Is that the
Really?
Daytona car?
No, I don't think so.
Not the first win.
Nope. This is just a standard 2019.
Okay.
Box is damaged. Little rip there. If anyone's interested, I generally do this thing for like 50, 45. I'd love to trade it as well. But yeah, that's a Byron that we currently have for sale over at Vortex Diecast. And then I brought a 164 as well for you guys. This one's not for sale. I just wanted to show it off.
Oh,
Okay, I'll figure
you
that out.
can't touch the high knee. Want to touch the high knee?
You guys get ready for a throwback here. Who remembers this one?
Oh man.
Is that the Homestead win? Or
This
is that
is the
blue?
tribute.
Oh, yeah.
Race this at Auto Club. Got to see this car in person. What's up?
I was saying we got to see it in person, yeah.
Yeah, I got to see this one in person. The Blaney car was better. You guys remember the Blaney one with the scales on it?
Yeah.
One was better. But yeah, I think a lot of people forget that William Byron also did a Kobe tribute.
Was that the last race before COVID? It was close to it, I think.
Wait.
Phoenix was after. But yeah, it was the last
It
one.
was second to last because we went to Phoenix. And
Phoenix,
yep.
Auto Club in Vegas and Phoenix, and then COVID hit.
We did all 3, that year. And honestly, Dalton, if you had switched it, if Auto Club was the weekend after Phoenix, there's no way Auto Club happens because it's California.
Yeah.
It being in Phoenix, like even when we were at the Phoenix race, it honestly felt like, should we really be here right now? Like, it felt kind of irresponsible. But yeah, good shout by Dalton there as well. Goes to show that when we lost Kobe Bryant, the whole world went to shit immediately. So yeah, and it's coming from a Celtics fan.
Yep. R.I.P. Black Mamba.
R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. But yeah, those are our featured diecast for this one. I'll try to always give you guys a 124 and a 164 if I have it. I'll always have a 164. I can promise you that. But yeah, I think this one's a pretty badass one. I will say Lionel got the colors way the fuck wrong. That is not Laker purple. Neither purple is Laker purple here. But they tried. In the 124, completely different shade of purple.
Oh,
All right, buddy. How many laps down is Joey? What's happening?
All right, who's the stage 2 competition now?
Okay.
Let me see here.
They choose let's see where everyone cycles through, and then I'll choose.
Oh, are we gonna do the Todd crashes Joey game again?
We might do the Todd challenge. I just don't understand why stupid ass FS1 doesn't understand that that's what we want to see on our screen. It's Todd Gillen. So that made it a little bit difficult.
So Joey Logano's currently scored in 25th.
1 lap down.
I'm trying to see.
That's crazy that there'd be that people a lap down. So do you have a driver in mind, Zach, that you're thinking of for this? Oh, I mean, he's in the lead group coming out of the pit.
I have our challenge. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Everyone's going to pick one driver. And whoever's driver, so this will probably make it it will kind of limit you guys a little bit. But you guys have to choose who is going to be the hardest charger in stage 2.
Well, let's see who starts in the back.
Yep.
Who starts last?
Who's the guy in last? Who's in last on the lead
with
lap?
Mean Gene.
Todd Gillen, probably.
Can't
I'm
say
trying to
Logano,
get
that's
to
cheating.
I got a guy at work named Todd, and every time they called his name that last week, my eye would twitch. Yeah.
Is Logano back on the lead lap?
I'm looking here.
I work in a restaurant, so when you're walking up behind somebody, you'll say like on your back or behind you. And so I'm at work, and Todd came up and he was like behind you, and I was like, no, I don't want a Todd behind me.
According to this, he'd never win a lap down because he has 65 laps on the lead lap, just like everyone else.
Oh, I guess Clint was wrong.
Or
Clint
no,
wrong?
He was 1 lap down.
Right, so before you go green,
there's only
you have to pick
13
your choice.
people. There's only 12 people in the lineup that have 66 laps. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm right at the. They must be changing laps here, so it's updating in the middle of the field. Yeah, it doesn't look like Logano went a lap down.
Okay, Clint was wrong.
66 laps on the lead lap, just like the rest of the field.
All right, so Logano was a decent choice. Put in your guess on the YouTube chat, and if you're watching, put in your guess. The winner of this will get a VRN t-shirt.
I won't steal Mean Gene's pick.
Jared Kelly says Zane Smith.
Yep.
Okay, I need to look at the standings right now.
Yeah, I need to see the standings.
He's 22nd right now.
He's 22nd.
Yeah.
That's a really good shout then. Here we go.
No, buddy, you called him first. I'll go with somebody else. You said him first. I got to see the standings though before I can pick anybody.
You should pick Shane Van Gisbergen.
Is Alex Bowman in 32nd?
Ooh.
I see John Hunter Nemechek in 32nd.
You know what? I want to Ty Gibbs. Where's he at? I'm going to go back to being
34th.
He's probably a lap down. No, he was the last guy, right?
Yeah, he's the last guy on the lead lap.
I'm going to go Ty Gibbs. It's going to happen.
I almost did that. That's a good one.
The coach's grandson. Look at that guy picking his nose on TV. Hell yeah.
That's Kevin Kyle.
No, that dude's wearing a 24 hat. I am not surprised. Look at
Okay,
him.
okay. I'm going Ross Chastain.
All right,
The
Kevin.
boss. You Ross the boss in it.
Yeah,
What
I'm
are we
going Ross.
doing? We're stealing each other's drivers.
Yeah,
You-
right.
You stealing
On
that
Kevin's,
note, I'm
buddy
taking Chase
stealing my
Briscoe.
guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Briscoe.
Yeah, Dalton took Briscoe in 16th. I took Ross Chastain in 34th.
Let me see who's down there.
Yeah, who's Aaron taking?
I'm gonna see Michael McDowell 30th.
Aaron goes Michael McDowell, 30th place.
Mm.
McDowell likes this track, and there's a street named after him right down the road.
Well, he's from here.
Yeah,
Skid
he is.
Row? There's a street named Skid Row?
And no,
Mark?
it's actually not even named after him. Yep.
I thought that hill was way bigger behind Phoenix.
It's massive. It's massive.
It didn't look like that. in
Here
the
we go.
shot.
Here's the.
Yeah, they were showing a bad part of it. They're showing a small part
All
of
right,
it.
so you guys at home, if you're watching right now, go ahead and type in something. Get in on this game.
Yep. Type it in. Get yourself a Vortex diecast shirt if you win. Or, I'm sorry, Vortex Racing Network. That's gonna take me a minute.
Yep.
Fun thing is though, to be transparent, those companies will be related. Vortex Diecast is not going to die with VRN's creation. Vortex will become the sister company of VRN, but there will still be trading cards, diecasts, mystery boxes, all types of really cool stuff available at the VRN website under the Vortex Diecast umbrella, who has sold well over 1,000 diecasts over the past few years. So,
Oh,
really
Ross
a whole lot of
Chastain
stuff
has
there.
a pit road penalty.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go.
Well, wait.
That
Are
helps.
we
That
counting
helps you. That helps.
Let's
you.
move him even further back.
Ooh, those
What would
tires
I
look jacked
do
up.
with the VRN T-shirt?
Wear it.
I mean, I don't know. I think I'd frame it,
You could double down and re-gift it.
and it could. Oh, I'm in like my fancy NBA.
Look at
Uh,
this.
Today's the last day.
Oh,
You
and
down
he's on
with
the option
OPT?
tires too.
You down with OPT? Yeah, you know me.
So is Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs is on the option tire as well.
Yeah, ties down with OPT.
See you out there. See you out there, me and Gene.
Chastain, though, he's OPT way in the back. That guy's going to charge.
McDowell's on it too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's write down where our guys are. We'll never be.
Oh
able
yeah.
to-
Okay. Shit. Ross Chastain's gonna be 34th.
All right, where is?
Yeah, 34th. Ty Gibbs
is
32nd.
32.
Smith is 22nd.
Briscoe 16. I like Briscoe still because I think he can get to the top 5. Aaron chose McDowell, who I think is sitting in 30th.
Yeah, on the option though. So
He's okay. So Aaron has,
He's OPT.
so 3 of our drivers are on the options.
Logano's 25th, not OPT.
here they go.
Here we go. Catherine Lake's still out there, I think.
Yeah, she's 2 laps down though.
Okay. She said she just wants to put in the laps, and
Did
she
you know
should.
she's also the oldest driver in the field today.
Wow.
She's older than Denny Hamlin by 4 months.
Catherine Lake, oldest driver in the field today. Fun fact.
Denny Hamlin.
Hey,
like
let's
17.
go 3 wide. Look at that. That guy's malarkey in that dude.
Or
Whoa!
Look at Cindric. Cindric's the first guy on those option tires. He's already. Look at that down there.
Like he just painted that. Oh my god! Imagine if you can go that low in iRacing.
Yeah, if the car would let you.
Oh my god! Look at Briscoe taking 3 wide.
Because you get to the apron and it wants to spin out on you.
Yep.
It's like it's banked the other way.
There's no traction down there whatsoever. Like where that 1 is right now, nothing down there. Look at that 6. He's in pit lane. Oh my god. Chastain up to 29th. Briscoe up 4 spots. Fucking Chris Bell.
I'll tell you, man, Bell
Don't
is definitely on my list of possible Final 4 drivers.
You can literally book him there now.
Ooh, what was
Like-
that, Riddick?
As long as he doesn't wall ride again. Book him there in a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. He
He should have been
looks
there
so
last year.
good.
Last year.
I think Blaney, you know, as far as Penske goes, I think he'll be the Charger.
If I were to book it right now, way too early, I'd go Byron, Bell, Blaney, Larson.
Larson, wow, he's checkers or wreckers.
He finds a way to get it. It's also, I think, that if Larson can get to the round of 8, that's a really good round for him.
I'm gonna say Bell and Blaney are a lock,
Yeah. I mean, I think Bell and Blaney put him there now.
but they're also favorites.
Byron seems to forget how to drive halfway through the season lately.
Yeah, I don't want to put Byron in. I'm not
This time
comfortable.
here, I was locking Byron in, and we all saw what happened.
He keeps winning though.
Yeah,
Not last year. He went, what was it, 2 months without a top 10 last year?
I'm gonna say Larson gets in this year.
Wow, you guys are bold with that.
And
not a lot-
hold on, hold on to your pants there, Gene. I'm gonna say Hamlin is the champion. Gets it done.
Is this the year? Is this
It's the
Denny's time?
year.
I'm
It's Denny's
coming,
year.
Weezy. Oh, I'm coming. Oh no. Hamlin.
That new kid's coming. That baby.
Oh,
What are we doing here, STD? Get away. Wow, man. Keselowski's used to being the wrecker, not getting wrecked.
he's used
Welcome.
to those.
Welcome to the league, Riley Herbst. Look at STD.
We don't
pushing
really
down.
Jizza
we
down there.
we don't treat rookies like that, like they do in here.
Oh, yes, I'm a rookie. Yes, we do. We wreck the hell out of rookies.
You've been wrecked by one guy all season.
Oh, my God. No, and then I wrecked myself a couple times. That still counts because I'm
You're
in
just
the
lucky
league.
Across each other on Thursday, me and Gene.
What happened?
I said, you're lucky we didn't come across each other on Thursday. You would have seen how rookies really did.
Oh, bro, I was hot. He got with me and was like, "Sorry, bro," but
We're
even in
gonna
that
see
broad-
if I'm gonna do Atlanta on Monday. We're gonna see if they bully me tomorrow.
dude, I raced trucks, and this dude, I was 10th, 11th, and he just smashed my left rear and ruined, and I finished 22nd or something. So in the broadcast, I said I was waiting for him to come by, and I threw my helmet through his windshield.
So sympathetic.
And then afterwards, I was like, "He's running to his trailer. Look at him go." Poor
He's
buddy.
chasing him down too.
Yeah, poor buddy's just like, what have I signed on for? What are we doing?
It makes it interesting. It makes it fun.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
Reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred.
It would
So-
also be fun if some of the previous week drama would roll over to the next week, but we haven't really
I
seen
tried to
that
talk it
much.
up. I tried to make it happen. And isn't it fun, buddy? Because you were there last week too, so you were ready. This is our Thursday series. There was a little contact between two very fast drivers, two guys that have won. So we played it up to make it more than it was, of course.
Should I become the favorite in MRL and wreck Sean Walton at Atlanta?
That's my hero. You leave him alone. Sean is by far my favorite driver. He gives us a good show every week. Every week.
It is. It
Gonna-
is
it's
funny
gonna-
on how it works because, like, us as drivers, we want it to be really, really clean, you know. But then, as a broadcaster, you want all the drama to make it interesting.
And
Yeah,
I put a. Did you see?
Will
will I
post
get
put?
suspended if I left hook him into
Yes.
a wall?
Right now,
Yes.
I was gonna say he's gonna get the 3 feet down like the Chiefs couldn't
Did you
do.
see the post I put after the race? So I want drivers. If you guys are watching this and you're already in one of the leagues, Thursday or Sunday, please after the race send me, or during the race when your race is over, send us a little message. Send me a DM about what happened in the wreck, what happened to your car, and your perspective.
Really?
So I can always add it. It's always fun to have that technical information for the viewer, and the insight of what might have been said on the radio.
After said shit in your one presser today, people were pissed because people were stupid.
Yeah, if we did live broadcasts, you should just pull people in like in the moon car broadcast after they get like wiped out. You're like, hey man, what happened?
I tried that once and they left the channel. They wouldn't talk.
It's
I
because
like watching those Mooncast broadcasts. They're pretty fun and entertaining.
I think it's funny. They're like, hey, if you don't clean somebody out in 3 laps, you're getting kicked from the race.
Right.
Like you got to earn your spot back. We got your man card right here. You're done.
it's like smart also.
All right, let's see what we
Speaking
got.
of
Cindric.
right hooks and stuff, did you guys see where
Cindric
Cindric
lead
was
here.
penalized?
I'm gonna warn you
and
guys
took a
now.
50
I don't have
point-
any Austin Jackass.
Took a 50-point hit.
Yeah,
from his
buddy.
Right
That-
hook last week.
Yeah, and like, people are mad because they're like, now there's a like gray area of who gets suspended and who gets a points penalty.
Right.
Well, and it's all because of the new waiver rule and everything. So if they suspend him, then he has to get the waiver, but he loses all his playoff points.
I love
Yeah.
that. I think the new waiver rule is absolutely perfect. Because what I love about the waiver rule, if you look at, correct me, was it last season where Elliott broke his leg?
No, it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, so when Elliott broke his leg, on the new waiver rule, he would not have been eligible for the playoffs from the snowboarding incident. Because that caused him to miss a race, and that would have negated his playoff eligibility, if I'm not mistaken.
Ross.
Chastain up 27 spots.
Who picked Ross?
Oh, wait, I'm wrong about that.
I
Jared,
think
what's the
that's
new
Dalton.
waiver rule again?
Huh?
What would happen with Chase? I was wrong about that. If
Like
Chase,
you don't like all the playoff points. I think you accumulated up until the suspension, you lose.
right, and also you can't miss an additional race. I think it was as well. So I
Something
think
like that.
if Chase had cleared that, gotten the waiver for this snowboarding incident, that right rear suspension would have caused him to lose eligibility.
Yeah.
Basically, the long story short, Chase Elliott wouldn't have made the playoffs that year because it was 2 suspensions.
He still didn't make the playoffs that year.
Did he?
No, he missed it.
He missed them? Okay. But yeah, I think the new waiver rule is perfect. And I think for Larson, he just wouldn't have had points, right? Yeah, but he would still would have made the playoffs.
Hey, you got to send.
Will be interesting this year if it rains again in Indy, because I feel like in that case, Rick Hendrick's gonna be like, get your ass to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Whoa, what are we doing?
Tire.
that's a 71.
Off the tire, blue.
Is that
That's Michael
OPT?
McDowell. Oh, Aaron. And he was in the top 10. Aaron was dominating. Oh my God. And that was an
No,
awesome tire.
Ross is dominating. That guy is tearing it up.
Oh yeah, Ross is in 7th. Yellow's out.
There's a yellow.
There's the engine.
At what
Disease.
cost?
Oh no, it's a tire. Never mind.
It's a-
Down with OPT.
He's running hella flush setup.
Gibbs is charging too. Look at that.
He's on that Michael Benton strategy.
Hey, shut up. That guy beat me the last 2 races.
Everyone beat you the last 2 races.
I was
I
like,
don't hear it. It's not fair. And then I go
Wow.
back and look at fastest lap, and it's like, hey, I was 8th fastest lap. Mm-hmm.
right
I
in
was
front of-
fastest lap for the longest
Oh,
time.
looks like the contact with the wall blew the right rear.
I was
Me and Jim-
fastest lap,
you argue
Jared,
better.
at
Just
Talladega.
cooked it in there.
No, you weren't.
For the longest time, I was.
Yeah, for the longest time that Mark Dumont
Yeah.
beat you.
Did
That's
he?
it.
What
I used to do in every super speedway race. Just hang in the back, get fastest lap.
I'm gonna pull that up. I want to see.
So it looks like Mean Gene with that Michael McDowell development, not taking a demanding lead in the competition.
Yeah, but the yellow came out, so who goes on to the option now?
Yeah, and if you're on the options, do you leave them on?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Do you think? I mean, I'm
Because
assuming
like
that
they could take them off and put the primaries on, and then have a set of scuffed alternates sitting in
What
the
I want to
pits.
know, if I'm one of the guys in the options, I want to know exactly why that 71 just got that flat.
Yeah.
Because if he ran over something, leave those bitches on. If he didn't, get them off right now.
Well, and it could be set up too.
Cool. Yeah, true. Like
If he had too much camber in the rear tires because it's an independent suspension, he could have been riding on the sidewall a little bit more and
I
worn
think
it
a
out.
really crazy variable to think about is how much different the car is gonna perform with those other tires, and I'm sure how much more, like, what's the word, like, pressure there is in the corners because of how much faster you're taking those things.
Yeah.
You're totally right. Like, you could be rubbing, not anticipating carrying that much speed through the corners based on what you've been doing.
Well, I think they have the same amount of air pressure in them, or maybe just a little bit.
Cindric.
Yeah,
I
just
see your point.
or also, I mean, when you qualify, you're obviously on the alts, right? Or the options?
I don't know.
Oh, I wonder.
I think they are all on the primaries. I think
yeah.
NASCAR made them qualify on the primaries.
You'd be insane not to, or they just put them all. They force everyone on the primaries, which I would say force everybody on the primaries.
So they're putting primaries on the people that are pitting right now.
So what's the indicator?
The sidewall lettering.
Yellow is primary and is red.
Red is the alternate.
Cool.
Just like in IndyCar.
Just like an IndyCar.
So what did Ross Chastain put on? Did he put on the primaries?
That's going to be curious. And
Yeah,
I do
I'll
really
have
like
to
the
see.
idea of keeping him as scuffs as well.
Yeah, because you could save them for a late race restart.
Yeah, so you're not completely caught with your pants down if that happens.
Especially if other people get caught with the primaries on. You have at least a little bit more grip.
I'd go as far as saying that it looks like a set of primaries with 20 laps on them. Or I'm sorry, a set of alternatives with 20 laps on them is better than a fresh set of primaries.
Yeah. So.
But then you still don't have them for later in the race.
No, I'm saying with 10 to go. If you have 10 to go and you know people have those fresh alts, you go back and you put those scuff alts back on.
Yeah, I think the alternates will be fast real quick, like fire off speed. So it'd be good for like a green white checkered or like a 10-lap shootout. But anything higher than that, it's gonna get sketchy.
I agree.
All right, boys, I got a fun question for you. You ready?
Franz, let me do it.
Fun question. Who will be the top pointed driver to not make the chase?
Always Bubba Wallace.
Oof.
I have 3 names, but I want to take them all away. I mean, to me, it's Bubba.
Who wants to give one name? Who's got one name?
Bubba. I'll go Bubba Wallace.
That's a good one.
And the other guy is, to me, it's the guy that Jared's rooting for today. Who's going to be the top driver to not make the chase off points?
Like who will be on the outside looking in with the sad face and the big bottom lip?
McDowell.
Oh, McDowell.
Another answer of mine, I guess.
McDowell to me feels like one who can get a win, but he kind of needs that win.
But the new car, though, different, lower grade team.
One car. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I got one.
That's a good pick. He's in a lower car now.
Brad Keselowski, good shot by Aaron.
That was what I was about to say. Yeah, Brad.
Oh.
I was thinking about Brad, but he's running in the 20s right now. And if he keeps doing that all season, he's not going to be close to that cut.
Won't even matter, right?
You need like guys in like the top 15.
Yeah.
So
another one that
I'm kind of leaning on. It's gonna be a tough one to say, but I'm gonna say Ross again.
Oh, poor Ross.
I'm
he
gonna
feels
say
a little bit.
Yeah. Because I don't think Suarez has the speed to stay up there, and I just don't think Trackhouse has that that like second year speed that they got when they came over to this new car.
Suarez isn't sniffing the playoffs if he doesn't go to victory lane.
You know what? With how it seems like RFK just in general is kind of a little slower this year. Do you think Chris Buescher could be that guy?
I said Buescher. I think it is. Buescher, I think, is objectively better than Brad Keselowski at this stage in his career.
But won't he sneak a win at Texas or something ridiculous?
I mean, the thing about Busher is he could do it anywhere. He almost won Sonoma a couple of years ago. He can win Bristol.
He won the Glen last year.
Yeah, won the Glen. Busher can get.
He's really good at Darlington.
He should have won. I was literally about to say, should have won Darlington when Tyler Reddick didn't exist. Chris, I mean, I'm the wrong guy to ask. I'm such a big Chris Busher fan. I definitely think he can win a race another season.
Should have won Kansas, to be honest. But
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go along the same line of who I started the broadcast hating on, and he's not gonna win. So I'm gonna go with Mr. Sippy Cup.
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
I agree. I got one more for you guys. That's probably a controversial one before we go green here. Alex Bowman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bowman win.
Gibbs. I mean, Hendricks.
Yeah, but Bowman's in a really good car that could get shoved to a win. Like he could probably sneak in Martinsville or something.
Yeah, because Jeff Gordon will say,
Like,
push him, push him, push him.
Green flag.
I could see any of those Spire guys too, like putting together like a top 20 season.
Haley, for sure.
Yes, Spire's doing good right now, but I think they've got momentum.
Oh my God! What are we doing?
VG.
That's because last week I
Oh,
saw
Riley just got
done. My
STD.
pick is done.
The Herp got the
done.
STD.
Custer,
Brad,
The Dinger.
Noah.
Eric Jones.
Not the minor car of Carson Hocevar.
Not Cody
taking
Ware.
it to the pit. Miners go to the pit. Miners go to the pit.
Out.
Miner's got a hit in that last wreck.
Minor. I barely know.
Whenever they switch to a replay here, I'm gonna try something and see if we get our wrists slapped.
I didn't see what happened yet.
Oh, wait a minute. Buddy's going to do something bad.
Buddy's going to get us that copyright strike.
Are you going to do some music? What are you going to do?
All right, everyone got all your cuss words out right now.
Fuck, shit, pussy.
Have you seen the one Family Guy about Schindler's List? Where it's like, it was about a year until he said 2 words to me. Vagina boob.
Vagina.
All right, here we go.
I actually got a copyright strike when I did a broadcast on iRacing. I got copyrighted by NASCAR.
Who did this? Whose fault was this?
Oh, not clear. Was that?
Who is that car? Who's the blue?
Was that Ty Gibbs?
That was Ty.
That was Ty.
Haley was in there.
Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah, like literally.
No, Briscoe and Haley clipped.
He was sipping on that sippy cup.
He sippy cupped it.
Oh, and look at the STD.
He said.
STD fluid all over the track.
You know, one would think that the Herp couldn't get STD, but it happened right there. We saw it.
All right.
That Custer is melted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
God, the way those tires hit now, like it's almost like it looks like an open wheel wreck sometimes.
I should have left the source
like that.
on for this.
Yeah, it's that independent rear suspension, but it's easy to do. I've actually bunny hopped in the dirt modified before, and it is.
Oh my God!
Like you feel it like at the bottom of your spine and in your tailbone.
Did you see that dude? Just Steve Lewis that he didn't let off.
I don't know if he could.
Look at him! He's grabbing his boobs. Does that help? Like most people just take their hands off the wheel, but that guy.
You grab the seatbelt.
He was grabbing his boobies,
right? Or no, it was Jimmy Johnson brought it to NASCAR. It's an open wheel thing. Open wheelers do that. But
I think Danica Patrick, they made like note when she started that she would do that when she wrecked.
Doing it,
yeah. Well, especially with these racks and everything. We do it in dirt car stuff too because.
Does it bring like the center of gravity in your body to one place?
No, it's more get your hands away from the wheels. You don't get your hand caught in the spoke and it.
Yeah,
and then it keeps it from flopping, right? If you're holding on, you don't flop.
Yeah, especially if you grab your seatbelt, like you're not gonna go.
Yeah, you don't want the
You're not gonna have the Ricky Rudd arm out the window and.
You guys are gonna be
Shout out.
really morbid. Oh my god, you guys know Greg Moore, obviously, right? That wreck. You can see his arms out the race car at the end of it, and it's like, oh no, So yeah, it's definitely an open wheel thing. Not like Greg Moore was conscious anymore when that happened, but yeah, it's a wild thing. I'm guilty of doing it every now and then in iRacing, honestly, especially at play tracks when you're about to have that Dale hit. You're like, oh god,
I don't. I drive out. I try and drive out of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
I
had
don't
some
know any better.
on my Fanatec, dude, where I look at the wheel, I'm like, yeah, that would have been the one that broke my wrist. Like,
Oh, by the way, shout out to Ricky Rudd. That number 10 Tide. I love that car. That was such a great car.
gorgeous race car.
Do you have one of those?
I do. I will grab one. I do have one. Yeah.
I love that.
Okay. So one thing I want. Did anyone watch the Xfinity race yesterday at the finish?
No, I didn't.
I saw the finish.
All right. So finish. Fair or foul? By
Oh,
Almirola.
I mean, I don't know. It's part of the racetrack. I think you're gonna see it everywhere, especially at Phoenix.
I mean, so are the stands, right? Because they're in the.
But yeah, it's definitely it's pushing the boundaries.
But you're gonna go fair.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
because it's not like he wrecked him into 3. It was like coming to the line. Like
I'm
it's
gonna go
almost like when you start banging coming to the line, like what Larson and Busher did.
Larson and Elliott in the Charlotte race.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 60% foul, and the only reason why is because I liked how he drove him up the track. Bowman clearly has his own line that he has earned and deserves, and honestly went too high, which was Bowman's fault. And Almirola was entitled to all that racetrack. I felt like from there he turned right and threw him in the wall when we had a really good drag race. And I think Almirola was gonna win anyway.
Yeah. Or at least it would have been closer.
I'm gonna go. And that's if he drove all the way up the track, never broke his line, and just drove him in the wall, fair. But he
Well, and Almirola almost lost the race to whoever was running in 3rd at the time too.
Yeah. And then, well, him and Allgaier almost both took each other out.
Yeah, it was all. I think it was Allgaier.
Yeah. Okay. How about you two? Did you guys see it?
No, I didn't see it at all.
No. Well, I saw the still image of it, which probably made it maybe look worse, but yeah, I didn't see the actual footage of it.
The reason I didn't like it is Almirola comes up the track, all the way up the track, but he completes his corner. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jared. He completes it. He's going in a straight line now.
Yeah,
Racing.
Yeah.
They have about maybe 300, 400 yards left of the racetrack before the start-finish line, and then Almirola turns right, throws Bowman in the wall, and wins the race.
Yeah, that's if it was just an exit where he's just keeping his foot in it on exit and
yeah,
they both just smushes him in the wall. But yeah, that's tough. Did anybody see the ARCA finish? So I heard people
about it.
About that too.
I saw that one. I thought it was,
but I think it ended under yellow too, didn't it?
No. Butterbean, is that his name?
Yeah.
He got moved up the racetrack.
Okay.
I thought it was clean. For ARCA.
Hey, how many people were on those OCP tires that moved up through the field and avoided that?
I have no idea.
The big one.
Because I was look at that. Look at the list of drivers.
I think that's
Because I know Joey was back there and Ty was back there, and they both had the OCP, and they got out of that.
I'm confused about how Joey is still behind cars who were in that wreck as well.
Who else? Chastain was back there, and then he had those tires. He got out of that mess. So
no, yeah, he's in 7. Sorry.
Those guys with those tires seemed to zip through the field, and when that happened, they got out. So even though they don't have them for the end of the race,
a lot of these guys don't have race cars now.
Well, I think those were some top 10 contending cars too that were involved in that last.
That we just saw,
like Hocevar and Briscoe.
I'm not going to
Bowman.
I think Hocevar is going to Big Ten car. I know he's on the hot seat, but that guy's exciting. I like him.
This is their depth chart today. They're taking him off the bench, but if you were like putting money on this game, he'd be the most expensive player to buy. They're bidding him, and they're playing against Philadelphia.
He's mansplaining something.
Zach, stop showing those bathroom pics.
Fantasy basketball.
We can see you, Zach. We can see you.
Fantasy basketball. Sorry, guys. Do you guys do you guys know who Keontae George on the Jazz is? Probably not.
No,
Yes.
I know not.
I'm deciding if I want to play him today.
Don't give it away for free because in the future, not yet, Vortex will expand into a handicapping service as well.
How is that working in BRL? I've seen that.
I'm not going to say any more about it right now, but I work with another organization, handicapping. I've done it for about 3 years, and we will be breaking off into a Vortex handicapping network in the future. I'm not ready. I'm still under contract with the people that I work for doing research, but I will be breaking away with that organization and bringing some of those team members with me. So there's over 80 years of handicapping experience that will be breaking away at some point next college football season.
Love it.
Yeah, I can't say because I'm still under contract, but I will make fun of that organization as soon as my contract is expired at the end of college basketball season.
Love it.
Handicapping is the way to go. You guys think you're at your house and you're going to gamble. You work a 40, 50-hour week because you do what you need to do to take care of your bills at the house. And then you're going to wake up on Saturday morning, go to the bathroom with your phone, and you think you're going to pick some winners? No, that's not how it works. You want to win, you need to pick the right handicapper. I work with guys. We have a team of people in each region that pay attention to these squads. They're not colluding. They're not doing anything illegal, but they keep track of injuries. They keep track of rivalries, coaches who have success against other coaches, and know those systems. And that's how you win. You work with a handicapper that has a team of people in place, like I do, like the guys that I work with, and that's how you have a winning strategy. You don't just suddenly throw $100 out. You look at how much is in your pot, and you bet a percentage of it. So when I take you and I go you 3-1, I go you 4-0 maybe on a season, we increase your money, then we increase your bets next time. That's all I can say because I'm still under contract. But
well, have you considered that Notre Dame has some green in their logo, and green is my lucky color, so that therefore they're going to win?
That's how you bet.
It could be, or you could go with my sister and say, let me see their helmets. That one's prettier. Or you can go with the guy that's got 12 people in a network in different regions, and we pay attention to specific schools.
I know very little about betting being from California. We are very limited to what we're allowed to do.
Well, I'm from Alabama, so if you want to know about guns and gambling, give me a call.
Yeah. Vegas is close enough to us so we can go do it over there. And VPNs exist. But
if we're gambling, we should gamble on that go-kart race that's coming up.
I have enough of my piece of shit friends.
You got to film it. Video or it doesn't happen.
True.
Oh, you know what? While we're in Vegas, do we want to throw down a little bit of something on the race on Sunday?
Fuck yeah, we should. I went there for the 500 once. Well, I was in Vegas while the 500 was happening, so I got to do that. Put it all on Larson. Obviously, made tons of money. Kyle Larson on a play track, guaranteed cash. Oh, it's a Make-A-Wish child.
It's the Shriners.
Dalton, I was listening to Cornette's podcast, and he was like, John Cena needs to start doing Take-A-Wish. Like, go to these kids.
Break a wish, I think I heard.
Go to these kids and take back what you've given them.
That almost reminded me of a couple seasons ago in BRL, that wreck right there, whenever Landry and Wright got into each other on the exit of turn 2.
Another good BRL time.
I was in that race.
Was you in that race? Do you remember that?
I do.
It
If
took
Landry
I,
was
I remember being multiple laps down and wondering who's gonna win this race
yeah. It took
because it was
out
like all
everyone
the
that
guys.
qualified up front.
Yeah,
a Dalton shirt. It's so awesome. I mean, it's a safe bet that if there's a Landry wreck, Jared Kelly was also in it.
I wasn't in the one at Darlington.
I was trying to think of more analogies, and I'm gonna hit you guys with every single race. I'm gonna hit at least, my goal is at least 3. Today I got Jim and Pam, and what else did I say? I said another really cute couple. I'm gonna do a lot of toxic couples too. Like I'm gonna Pam and Tommy. We'll hit like that's too soon to do Alexa Bliss and Bray. I don't know, Dalton. What should I do? Where's some inseparable couples?
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Travis
Ross and
Kelce.
Rachel. I you guys like Ross and Rachel.
Yeah, that's a little toxic too, though.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I want toxicity in there. I don't want perfection.
I
like
don't know.
Jim.
I think in BRL, Jason and I are like the Deem and Stan Winchester.
Ooh, I like that too. Like Jay-Z and Kanye.
And David Medina is our demon that we're trying to kill.
I'm gonna be like Landry, the Drake, and Kelly, the rest of Canada, refusing to give up on this man. Medina, the Kendrick Lamar in the situation.
He is so in tune with what's going on with everything. It is so like he has the edge up on Medina. He has the edge on everyone whenever it comes to these next gens.
What's his iRating?
Like
27,
20,
26.
Sit him back. Apologies. Sorry. Just kidding.
If you think Medina's bad, you
just
were
got going.
definitely not there in the Justin Gann time. Where
I mean,
Justin
like-
Gann
Oh, no.
show up.
Gann.
There's so many guys that call sandbaggers who aren't sandbaggers. They only league race. Like Kyle and I.
Me.
Hey,
I'm
Kit.
one of
Like
those
our
guys.
buddy Patrick.
Patrick Cowgill, 1.7 KI rating. Joel Opus, I think is 1.6.
I think a Michael Benton is a sandbag.
Yep.
With
Brett
600 I rating.
2.1. Absolutely not. Smart or not Mauer. Super underrated.
What Jared's
Legitimately
talking
the
about,
majority of the top 15 of BRL.
what Jared's talking about with Justin Gann, take Medina and then multiply that by a few.
I'd say Medina's probably a 4 or 5K. I'd say Owens is probably about 37, 38. I think Kelly's probably around like 35.
All right, here we go.
What am I on the road course?
Probably like 48, 5, I'd say. It doesn't even matter.
I try to run more officials just to run them.
To me on those roads too, like once you're at like 3, does it really make a difference? Like any higher than that, you know?
I'm hoping to run more officials once this new season starts and my shoulder's all the way dealt with, and I'm planning on streaming those races too. I don't know about streaming the league races and stuff, but definitely intend to stream the official races. Hopefully
When I
that'll
broke
keep
through-
me doing it.
Like last year when I had that breakthrough from being like a top 5, top 10 driver to someone winning multiple races a season in leagues,
Say it. Championship
That's why that
contender.
happened.
Say it.
Hmm?
Championship contender.
Oh,
Championship. Oh,
they're driving the wheels off of that.
Oh, that's not Kyle Larson checker record, is it?
watch your mouth, Mean Gene.
I think
Hey.
we need to get Zach on one of these next gens.
I think
I'd
so,
love
too.
to.
Zach,
He
you need
don't
to
wake up
earlier
enough.
on Sundays.
It won't be
You know
on
what I
Sunday.
need to do? I said I would pay drivers to be on my team. I don't need to pay Zach. I need to pay Aaron.
To wake him. Oh, did you
Wake
see
his
that video
butt up.
of Kevin? Did you see that Instagram video of Kevin waking up his wife?
No.
He had like a giant like Bluetooth speaker, and he like rolls it in like a suitcase. He's like, "Come on, Kim, time to wake up."
Oh,
I'll have to see if I can share the link into the Vortex chat.
Today was especially brutal with the time change. That sucked.
Yep. Zach, I'll pay you 75 cents a race to be on my team. Aaron, I'll pay you $2 every time you wake him up.
I don't know if she'll take that money. She slept through my alarm entirely today.
I didn't. She doesn't have to get up. She has to just put her foot in the small of your back and kick you onto the floor, and then her work is done.
She could do that. She could do that.
Dude, Joey's coming again. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yeah, Logano's up there.
There's the Instagram reel of Kevin waking his wife out. I sent it.
I have one of those too. Mine says champion also. One time.
Yeah, I've got championship too.
Don't let me go get mine. I have one of those also.
Dalton's got a
It's not this
championship.
big.
Son.
No, it's not. It's taller. Mine's really tall.
Oh yeah.
y'all
Here,
wanna
hold
talk
on a
about-
second.
If y'all want to talk about size, I'm gonna lose every time, so I don't want to do that.
And I have 10 trophies on the way from Kevin Kyle, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with those.
Here's my Kevin Kyle edition to Monday nights. I don't know if
Hey,
it'll-
that trophy is gorgeous.
I absolutely love how he added the different tracks that we ran up at the top.
The actual tracks.
Yeah.
I can't get mine. It's too sensitive. It was so hard to hang up. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. I custom designed mine.
Are we getting
And they-
Denny and Ross? Denny and Ross part fucking 50.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
So
I'm
talking
always here
about.
for this.
That's not fair, Jared. That's real.
Yeah,
You can't
Jared,
pull out real.
those don't count, Jared.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
virtual land.
Okay.
It's like Dale Earnhardt Jr. when he iRaces and he's like, well, you all know I won Daytona. No, Dale, not in iRacing you didn't.
Yeah. This is our playground, Dale.
Yeah.
I love hearing the parts on his podcast of when he's playing video games. And like when he played like Hell Let Loose, he goes, "Oh, Dale Earnhardt, I'm Dale," and the guy just like ran away from him. He goes, "I never saw that guy again."
So talking a little bit about iRacing, did you guys see the development update video for season 2? And what if you guys did see that video? What do you think of what's coming to season 2 for iRacing here
Is
next
that the
week?
update with the tire changes, like with the cold tires?
There's some tire changes. There's some lighting changes. The ARCA car changes are coming. Like they're releasing all
Excited about
these
the
new
ARCA
ARCA
car.
cars.
Dalton and I have had
Gen
discussions
4?
about that
Gen
being
4
a
is coming?
really for our upcoming league. So excited about that car. Hoping to integrate it into some broadcast soon. And I think the new tire model, while it seems to me to be far more geared towards the sports cars guys and the IMSA guys,
Yeah.
I think will be fun on the road course side for us.
I also think they made some changes to like the GTP and the LMP2s for this update too.
I think it's all handling for those though. Like they didn't get
Change the
they didn't
grip or
drive like they
whatever.
wanted them to.
Yeah.
This stage that they're racing
Did-
right now is as long as they've gone so far in this race.
Did
Yeah.
Joey switch to the OPT tire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, he did? Crap.
yeah. I think so. I don't think they'd be highlighting Cody Ware for any other reason.
I don't see yellow on his sidewalls, so
Oh, they would, but it would be a district attorney highlighting.
So here's
that
the two
thing.
cars we're watching right now: Joe Logano and Cody Ware putting down the two fastest.
Here's our two felons.
the two of them guilty of abusing people in entirely different ways.
Logano assaulted the Pocono safety worker. Put the car on the freaking thing. Hook it up.
I remember that video. Or I remember seeing the highlight of that, and then everyone made a meme out of it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so they called that wrong. Did you hear what Mike George said?
Yep.
Logano never lost a lap.
Yeah.
Logano never lost a lap.
Oh no, Chris Bell wrecked Logano.
Don't-
I want to know how he didn't lose a lap.
I'm mind blown as well.
Because this is a pretty short track whenever you think about it, and pit road speed here is pretty slow.
I think it's just more evidence that Penske just goes by a different set of rules at this specific racetrack.
So I think they only have one option tire.
And once they
I
use
guess I
it,
do.
it's done.
One tire too. Do you want to go on the right front, right rear? Just one
Oh.
tire.
That would be funny.
That-
Well, I mean,
oh,
I think for Joey, that's a good call to get it now, maybe get some stage points. Why not?
Yeah, but then he loses it.
look at this. God, I feel like Jeff Gordon whenever I say that. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this.
Look
Look
at
at
this.
this.
Look at this. Look at this.
Because you're not wearing an overcoat with long
11,
black
12,
socks.
and 8.
Oh, here comes Joey.
Yeah.
Look at
He lost the overcoat for that puffy Hendrick Motorsports vest.
he looks good in that. He looks less gray since not broadcasting. Oh, another
Well,
fun
yeah,
thing.
he was so stressed because he couldn't talk about his own cars.
Joey Logano to lead. All right, moving on from that. All right, so did you guys hear about the Lee Diffie controversy going on right now?
No.
So we all know. Do you guys know who Lee Diffie is?
Yes, we know who Lee Duffy is.
Great announcer. Well, I guess before I move on in the story, what is everyone's opinion on Lee Diffie
I
here?
like Lee.
I think he's fantastic. Do you guys know who he is?
No, I don't.
He's the New Zealander. Australian? New Zealand?
New Zealand.
I know that I'm going to offend a whole part of the world if I get that one wrong. He's from a kangaroo country.
Only
That's not
one has
offensive.
kangaroos.
That'll avoid offending anybody. Well done.
Yeah. Lee Diffie is also the Supercross announcer. He works the booth with Ricky Carmichael. And if for those who don't know, Ricky Carmichael is like the Jimmy Johnson of Supercross.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT. Like he's arguably the best. So maybe even better than Jimmy Johnson. So he works the booth with Lee Diffie, and Carmichael's okay, and he wasn't very liked in his career. So he's a lot like Jimmy Johnson in that way, and he was not liked the same reasons Jimmy wasn't. Very vanilla, and so this up and coming announcer, who was not, I guess you could say, kind of like Parker Kligerman, right? Not a great NASCAR driver, a great driver, but never really had the opportunities to show how good he was, right? Was up and coming in the booth in Supercross, and he brought up another announcer on his first broadcast with Lee Diffie. And Lee Diffie, I guess, had a meltdown when they got off the air, like a meltdown, and said, like, rule number one about announcers, and me and Gene, tell me if you think this is bullshit, because I do, is never bring up other announcers. I guess if you...
I mean, I would expect every announcer to bring me up and thank me for.
I love when I hear my name on Thursday nights when I'm not in the booth. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot to me, and I bring you up when you're not in the booth with me, and vice versa. Like, I think it puts the whole team over.
But maybe it's because we work together. But like, if it was like, if you were to say an announcer from, what was that league we talked about earlier?
Hero.
No, the one where they brought the guys in that are angry
I
for
can
the interviews.
kind of understand that. So if you and me, Gene, was doing a broadcast and you were talking about a broadcaster from Race Spot or some other broadcasting company out there, I can see.
And that
where
is essentially what he did. It was one of the years where Supercross was moving over to a format similar to NASCAR this year, going to a bunch of different networks. And he said, I'm excited for Dale Jr. later on this year. And Lee Diffie, after that broadcast, apparently really, really gave it to him. And then a couple weeks later, I think a few people in the Supercross community caught wind of that. And they knew that this newer guy, which I think his name is David Blair, was kind of being bullied behind the scenes. Ricky Carmichael full on bullied him on the air. Like, it's really, really, really uncomfortable to watch. And this happened years ago. And earlier this week, this guy came out, made a YouTube video, and just spilled everything put Lee Diffie on blast, put Ricky Carmichael on blast. And if you go to any post on Lee Diffie's Instagram right now, oh my goodness. People are furious with him to the point where, like, I legitimately think it can hurt NASCAR when he comes over. It's a really crazy development. And I think for me personally, Lee Diffie would be the last person I'd expect to run into these issues.
Sorry, I don't mean to derail, but the 2 sets of option tires everybody gets.
Good to know.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, interesting stuff going on in the world of NASCAR right now.
Yeah,
Or not, I
they're
mean, I guess the
showing-
world of broadcasting, right? Not just NASCAR. But yeah,
Okay, what
go
are
to
they talking about here?
watch that YouTube
We're,
video, the
they're
highlights, and
talking
look at the comments.
about
Oh my goodness.
Kind of like how we have tread in our tires to determine whether or not they're worn or not. They're showing the different holes in the tires to show how much tire is left on the tire, basically.
How screwed are the options?
It's funny. I'm going to go back for a second. You know, I've been trying to get John Beverly on the air with me for a long time, right? Like, because I started with John and Joe Volpus, but I've never brought John up on the air when I'm with you. You know what I'm saying?
Because it can
So
undermine me.
I could see where Lee might be like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
You know, if you and I are broadcasting and all of a sudden I'm just like, you know, John and I, back in the day, we were giving each other handies or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't help the race. It doesn't help anything. You know, it's like Jamie Little here. It doesn't help anything.
To play, like, or to take Lee Diffie's side on that, you're kind of like the New Zealander. You're the outsider. And you have this guy from Supercross saying, I can't wait for this other guy from Supercross to broadcast. I can understand making that undermining me and being like, so I'm really not I really don't fit in here, do I? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so there is that
100%.
You're Lee Diffie. Shut the hell up. You're fine. At the end of the day, you're still Lee Diffie. You're still the guy. Yeah. And then there's the other side of being like, I get it. It's hard to run that or walk that tightrope of like being egotistical and being rightfully offended. You know what I mean?
I guess I don't know enough about the background of the guys involved.
Fascinating story. I'll throw it up in the Discord. Fascinating to hear about that back end of broadcasting and honestly just how toxic booths can get. And the whole time I was just thinking, God, like I know we're doing it on a much smaller level, but man, I am so thankful for my team and the guys.
I freaking hate Gerald Rose.
Yeah,
that guy will talk. That guy will talk.
I think it's the kind of thing. I feel like in like any industry you work in, there's always going to be like one guy that's just I've been doing this for however many years, and guess what? You just broke like 5 of my unwritten rules that that I didn't
that no one's heard of
about. Yeah. So you're on my shit list now, buddy.
And you're never getting off of it. And also if you're the up and coming guy in that situation, and Lee Diffie does that to you, your career's over before it even started. That sucks. And I don't think I know with confidence he didn't say that like I'm gonna piss off Lee Diffie right now and make him look like a nobody. No, he was just saying I can't wait to watch this guy broadcast. He's a fan,
I think that's something that happens pretty much in any industry, really. Because I know I ran into people like my everyday job has nothing to do with this broadcasting stuff, but you have new people come in and there's an ego thing there that feeds a lot of people, and I'm definitely thankful to be a part of your guys' group though, because it's super awesome to be part of your guys' group.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have such a cool group.
I think it helps though that we actually get to race with each other. Like because like some broadcasting on TV is a bunch of old dudes that either never raced or they don't race anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Acting, I run into that all the time. Everybody walks in, they say they're an actor, and they are because they memorize words and they talk. But if you go to like a baseball stadium And let's say, oh, okay, I'm going to swing the bat, and I just hit the ball 500 feet. It's your turn, and you foul off the ball 20 times. You know immediately the reality of the situation. And I think with the racing, it's the same way. We know who can race, who can't, and so I think that creates its own pecking order naturally and correctly. In my, as the slowest of all of the racers in this channel, I feel like there are certain topics that I'm going to defer to you guys constantly with. Now, storytelling, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to try to tell the ridiculous story. But I also feel it's my job to get people involved while I'm talking 90% of the time, or whatever it happens to be. So you're right. It's a fun dynamic, but I love the fact that we are actually racing and interacting, because then the reality of what we're doing steps up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
That's my perspective as a broadcaster.
Dono just asked Cody where, and Cody Ware's on that option tire.
Leave Cody alone. He's got legal documents. He's reading his legal documents in the car.
I can tell Dalton wants to say something. Go, Dalton.
Man, you threw me off a little bit there.
You called him out.
I think I'm gonna go on a 10-minute rant on the next broadcast about how you threw me off in this exact moment. But I'll think of it again.
So, Gene, were you asking questions about tire technology, Gene, earlier?
I saw the shot of the tires, and I was curious what they were looking at. I guess they were showing like these tires could be scraped and used again. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. That was what the gist of it was.
Dirt race, entirely different thing, because we put like maybe 25 laps on tires every night. So I've got one of our tires here. It's been used. Obviously, been used.
Who's there?
But we scuff our surface of our tires, literally, to get more grip in them, to kind of like reuse them, basically. Yeah, because there's an oil within the tires, so you scuff them up to get that oil to rise back up, and it provides like this tacky grip, almost like what they burn off.
Hey Jared, are you guys allowed to steep your tires?
Yes, we are. So
if anyone doesn't know what that means, it's basically retreading them to a specific purpose.
Yeah, mostly seen in like late models and everything.
Yeah.
I think with modifieds, we only do it for heat distribution to get heat out of the tires, because you obviously don't want to overheat them.
Right.
Ooh. Okay, well, I will say
Suarez is.
You actually you're cutting more groove into the tire?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Like siping, and then there's grooving. So grooving is like what Buddy was talking about.
McDowell again.
Yeah.
Siping is like you have this little handheld thing with probably 4 or 5 razor blades in it. Is he blowing up?
Uh-oh.
Or is it his tire?
Tire.
Why is he out there?
Yeah, it's always done. That's gonna be a caution.
Oh.
No, we don't need a caution. I like him being
Also
20 and 17.
Tire.
Right.
Is that a tire or is that an engine?
Yeah, it's that. No, it's the rear tire again.
So they probably got some fender fix.
They need to fine him. That's ridiculous.
I think it's fine as pit crew. But yeah, I will.
But yeah,
I want to say one thing to compound on Mean Gene's point when he called himself the worst driver in our group. I think the funny thing about that, I mean, like I've done a lot of different, or I've raced in a lot of different leagues, and so I've been in a lot of different broadcasts, and I've gotten the chance to share the track with those broadcasters later. I'll put us over right now, and I'll be a little bit cocky. I think that VRN has the best collection of drivers that are also on-air talent, I think, in iRacing. I don't think there's another network where you find race winners, champions in the leagues that we cover, in other leagues. Oftentimes, I think in sim racing, broadcasting is kind of like that gym coach saying, where if you can't play the sport, then teach. And it kind of seems like if you can't iRace, then broadcast it. And I think we have a rare collection of guys who do both on a very, very high level.
You know what happened to me the first time ever?
Hmm.
I was watching a race and I thought I'd really like. I was broadcasting live and I thought I'd really like to be on the track.
Yep.
That was the first, because a lot of people who broadcast live, that's what they say. They're like, I'm broadcasting, but I'd rather race. And then they broadcast for a while, and then they'll switch back and they'll say, no, I want to race. So I actually had the first time that happened to me recently.
My only rule for myself, and I think Dalton will probably start to experience this as he gets more involved, and I know Buddy will too. I was just always like, I'm going to keep broadcasting as long as I never see it deter my on-track performance. As long as I can stay on the same level as I am right now on track, I'm going to keep doing this. And I think the big thing you have to realize too as a broadcaster is you can learn so much in the booth that you can, if you really use your time valuably in the booth, that can be just as good as a practice session on track with you in the car.
Absolutely.
Learning from some of these great drivers.
You're seeing so many different people's lines and how they're racing the race. You're seeing everyone's strategy pretty much on the fly. So as long as you can take all that in and comprehend it, it is beneficial, I think. Being able to see all that, where you won't see all that whenever you're actually in the car.
Yep. And I'm learning driving styles of guys I'm going to share the track with on Thursday, right? Like, as much as I thought I knew like a Joe Volpis, I'm watching him out the car on a Monday, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, honestly, for me, a lot of the incidents me and Volpis have been my fault, and me not reading his driving style correctly. Now that I'm out the car seeing this all the time,
Yeah, because there's a point in every race where Joe is going to do something different than everyone else.
Yep. And I've done a bad past of recognizing that when we're on track together, recognizing how different our strategies are and creating incidents. And yeah, I've learned a ton in the booth that I think
which will make it fun when only 3 people can be in a team, or 4, when Joe decides he's going to pull some left field thing, and the other guys that are buddies of his ain't going to be ready for it.
Right.
I'm ready. So I'm really excited to see.
Me too.
To see when that happens.
I
need to put out feelers right now, and I'm halfway tempted to jump into the BRL chat and just be like, $30 for the season. Who wants to be on my team? And just let the bidding begin. I bet I would make some enemies if I just threw out dollar signs right away.
Can I pay Gene not to be on my team?
Okay, now Jared's up to 45 now. I can tell he's going to be a tough buy. I'm going to have to buy him and Jared at the same time. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, you have to buy Jason and I.
Or yeah, Jared and Jason same time. I'm going to have to be like, how does that translate?
That's like probably $500.
How does that translate into Canadian dollars too? We'll wait till they become the 50.
You're paying for our oval experience and our road course experience,
and your short track experience and your intermediate experience.
Gee, we barely done any short tracks, so
it's like Bell's getting back to Joey because of these lap cars holding him up.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
I think Joey's tires are finally plateauing.
Yeah, 20 to go. He's probably just holding on at this point.
Those pit boxes
got Eric Ryan Newman Jr. Jones in front of him.
Yeah, look at oh my work. Look at the last few laps.
John Hunter Rekachek.
I mean, he's cut off a second the last 4 laps.
Oh, where are our guys that we picked?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I picked Ty Gibbs. He's 20th. Ross Chastain is 12th. I think Chastain is still winning that. Well, actually, Joey with that first place, he jumped up, didn't he?
That's impressive.
I don't know how many positions he's up. But I know he was a little bit ahead of some of those other guys, so he may not have the most positions gained, even though he's leading.
I
Well,
think
you're not
we'll
going to gain any more
I think
positions.
we should just go based off of stage 1 finishing result to stage 2 finishing result.
Zach wrote it down. Zach did write it down.
I think Zach's having connection problems or something. His camera's frozen and disconnected, and I don't hear him in Discord anymore either.
That earthquake got him finally. I shouldn't joke about that. That shit's scary. Oh, wow. Look, Ty Gibbs is a lap down in 20th. So they've lapped up to 19th place or up to 20th. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's insane. So, Jared, you know who I was actually thinking about reaching out to was Mandela.
Yeah.
I think if I could get Mandela on a team, and then that would mean
Oh,
Michael
there's Zach
Benton would
back.
probably come along too. And Michael and I are, kind of about the same.
Yeah.
See Logano split those lappers? That was nasty.
Did you have connection problems, Zach, or was it something that was on my end? Because that
Oh,
had
no,
me
no.
disconnected
I was
for a
just
while.
the piece. I just turned off my
Oh.
video first.
But yeah, Jerry, I do agree that Zach is the worst commentator ever.
Oh, yeah. Horrible.
But only when he's on air. I mean, when he's not on air,
That's when the magic happens.
that's when the magic. Is
We're
it
gonna
really
get
going
on
to be
Channel for
three?
Lucky Dog.
I
Is it
will
really
say,
going to be
Oh.
3 on the team, or
Who told me the
is
end
4 on
was
the
it
table?
Jared?
I think
I
it's gonna
don't-
be 4.
It should be 4, but I think on Kevin's post, I don't know if it was a typo or not, or if he's changed it since then, but I thought I seen something about 3.
I don't
just
like 3.
Going to be at a deficit to end this race.
I mean, even Penske has the Wood brother car to make 4,
I like the idea of 4. Like 4
Yeah,
on a
'cause that way you
team,
can get
4 in a
specialists.
Discord.
Well, even if what if Bonfire did like what MRL does and do like a draft?
That would be interesting too.
I
don't.
I thought that.
know.
I thought about doing that for my league, but that's not why you're on a team. You're on a team to be with your friends.
Yeah, because exactly. Because what if
Like-
you get a guy you don't like and a guy that quits?
So here's a
I
question
I
that I
can't
have for you,
quit.
Zach.
It was like
If I'm on
Tommy's
Zach's team,
whole
I can't
season,
quit.
and then it's like, oh, I don't want to do the playoffs. What if you get one of those?
So I have a question for you, Zach. Since you're involved in something like that, whenever you guys are racing each race, you guys have your regular season teammates, but then you have your truck season or your truck draft teammates.
Season.
Are you guys in a Discord with your draft teammates, or are you in a Discord with your regular teammates?
DDI, and that's why I drafted Dalton as my first overall pick, because Dalton's my right hand man. So to me, as long as I have Dalton, I'm fine. I discussed it with Tommy, Steve, and Zach before we started, and I basically just said, I'm going to be there for you whenever you need me. Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need me to hop into a Discord. But just know I'm going to be racing you like you're a Team DDI guy, and I'm going to make sure that you're successful if we're together. But I don't think we have to talk about anything beyond that. Let's just race each other a little bit differently for the next 5 weeks. And they've done, all credit to those 3. They've done such a great job.
I did see
Zach,
that you guys actually
especially.
took over the lead on that too.
We did, yeah.
Thursday.
And thanks to Matt Novella for that one, who also has his own team.
Oh yeah, y'all are about to become the villains on my broadcast moving forward.
Oh, we better. Team DDI
There's
is
so
fun.
many of y'all. There's
Hardly.
so many.
Dude, I came over that league. I remember being all by myself, nobody with me. Maybe sometimes having Dalton there to spot me, but just looking over at that Gulf Coast Discord and seeing 9 people in there. And now to flip the script like that, I can't tell you how good it feels. I can't tell you how good it feels to be running that league. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do a
Hell.
draft. I wouldn't want to do a draft. I think you want to race with your friends. You want to chat with your friends.
I think Bell's going to take the stage here.
Look at
I'm
Bell.
afraid
Eight
so.
to
Look at
go.
the inside line.
Yeah, he's not going to hold that off for 8 more laps.
No, Joey's gonna have to wreck him if he wants to do something. Here.
Joey's
There he
Joey's
goes.
not higher than that. He'll do it.
I was hoping
Joey-
that car Die with
Joey
March.
being Joey.
That Reese's car.
Wow, look
Josh-
at that.
Josh Berry.
Three Penske's in the top 6. Ah, there he goes. Now get him, Joey. Treat him like he's Byron. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Also, one thing I think we can officially say now that we're in Phoenix and we're seeing what's happening in 10th place right now, it really just was Harrison Burton, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I don't think
Because
Josh
they got Penske wind tunnel results. They got everything. I mean,
That
that
last-
21 is in the Penske garage.
They had that shit last year.
Hey, you know, Zach, how I got those new routers. That's the brand that's on Josh Berry's car.
Is it?
Those routers? Yeah, that Eero.
That's funny. That's funny. I have a fun story about Hamlin. I forget what the fucking company was. He ran it last year, but I work for a marketing company, and one of Hamlin's sponsors last year. I had never heard the company ever. Do a bunch of copy work for them, like do like a bunch of emails for them and stuff. Next weekend, they're the primary on Danny Hamlin's car. I was like, what the hell?
That's fun.
Weird stuff.
Come on, Bell. I need that playoff point, bruh. Bell's won the last 2 races, and now he's going to win the next stage. Come on, bruh.
Was it Luminous? No.
The last person to finish 31st and then win the next 3 races was Kevin Harvick.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Before
I'm
that,
assuming
it was.
that
I don't remember what that
be
stat
here.
was that they showed earlier. That was before Harvick.
It was Bill Elliott.
Long
Yeah.
time ago.
That year was I'm assuming that year where there was a close championship race at the end. Bill Elliott had a crazy comeback in the middle of that year. One more thing I just thought of too, with Harvick coming up, and like having the drivers in the booth and whatnot. Do you guys ever feel that, like, I think Jeff Gordon was guilty of this too. I feel like Harvick and Boyer never want to truly speak their minds because they're like looking over for the driver fraternity too much because they're still part of this generation of drivers.
Well, now hold on though, because Kevin Harvick today, he really, well, he went in on them for not suspending Cindric. I think that's what I saw earlier.
It's not his generation, though, right? I mean,
right. Well, what are your guys? I think Cindric shouldn't be racing today, just by default, right?
So, not really on that topic, but what you
I mean, his
talked about
dad's a Penske executive, though.
You talking about a driver and broadcaster as like a single entity or whatever, not wanting to call out drivers for stuff that because you drive, right?
Yeah.
More times than not, I know
Ooh,
I've not
Bell
been
wiggle.
not been in the booth that often, but more times than not, I'm afraid to say something wrong. Like I second guess what I think that driver's dealing with a lot. So I hold back a little bit on my opinions or what I think is going on as Bell takes the stage here.
Diecast on the way. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's.
I agree with that a lot.
Before you go, though, you're going to have to look and see who's the winner of the fast mover. Chastain up to 11, but Logano at 2nd.
You chose Logano? I'm pretty sure.
No, Buddy did.
Oh, Buddy chose Logano?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stole it from him at the very start.
No, I'm happy to go with Ty. I was happy to go with Ty.
That's convenient. I was making Buddy a shirt anyway.
So the thing that we were curious about is none of us wrote down the starting orders. So even with Logano winning 2nd, we don't know if the other drivers that were further back than he was.
Mine. I was 34.
Was able to come further.
Where
ahead.
was Ross?
30. No, 32.
And where 32. Was Joey?
26. Oh, I didn't get the 164. It's okay.
Was there? Do we have that too?
We have the cool, not that Doc Bass. We have the cool like ream. But that's it.
Now, Buddy, you got to do what I do. I write when I say something crazy about drivers. I will write in the Discord that this is for entertainment purposes.
Right.
And if somebody reaches out to me and doesn't like what I'm saying, I will adjust. You know, like Steve Lewis. The whole T-Bone thing. came because Louis owned dudes 3 races in a row.
So I think my biggest thing is not
And then
necessarily
Louis was
calling
like, "Don't
out.
say that." I was like, "Okay."
I don't think my biggest thing isn't necessarily calling drivers out for what they do or don't do. It's more of being right about what the driver's feeling, because as a driver, you don't want to be feeling like you're telling people wrong. Like
And
whenever,
like we wouldn't have done the same thing in that situation.
right. So it's easy to hold back in that sense because you don't want to be wrong on the broadcast.
But at the same time, you don't want to hold back. Like
But you
people
don't want to
watching
cheat the viewer.
right.
and driver. You know,
It's
that's
really
why like
it's a
I've
fine line right there
yeah,
between
it's a tightrope. I've I've really struggled with it lately. In BRL more than MRL, if I'm being totally honest. Um, like today, I think I may have overstepped a little bit. What I said about the checkups. Oh shit.
Oh, I was harsh. I was
Oh,
harsh.
connection issues.
I don't know, buddy. I think we say what we say, and that opens up a line of communication with drivers.
it really
Because
does.
I've tried to reach out to all the drivers
Yeah, it's going.
and let them know I need to hear from you to hear your story so I can tell the story for the
Right.
viewer. And
Yeah.
if they don't give me that info, I got to make it up. And if you drive like an asshole, I got to assume you're that guy.
right.
And I'm also accused of having favorites all the time as a broadcaster, so I guess I can have non-favorites as well.
Well, it changes. You know, like
Yeah.
who was it?
The thing that
Who
people
called
don't
us out about Iverson?
I don't remember who that was, but I
It
seen
was
it in
Redinger.
the chat whenever
Oh,
it
Redinger.
happened.
Kenneth Redinger. So Kenneth Redinger saw a broadcast, and he was like, "Oh, these guys are blowing Iverson." And
We
you
got
know what? He's right. Iverson's a top driver, and I'm gonna say good things about top drivers. But look at
Oh,
this year. Iverson has been driving with his front bumper,
call him out.
and I'm calling him out. I'm like,
Or harsh.
now he's on this team with Thornton and Buddy Sully and Owens, and they don't have respect for anybody. That's the new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but granted, if Bud, you're hurting my
like, I
feelings.
feel like
Will you
me
stop? I would.
me putting over Iverson all the time allows me to really call him out when he's not being characteristic of what I've
Right.
said and expect out of him.
That
And
and
like,
Every
yeah, I think
story
it's
needs heroes and villains.
yeah,
I think
and
Every story needs heroes and villains.
it
think
does. And at the same time
also
too, it's like I also like guys like Iverson where I can again, I go back to Atlanta this year with him, and I said probably 2 or 3 times during that broadcast, this is not a good day for Tony. This is everything has been his fault. And this does not look good. And we talked privately after the race, and he's like, "Yep, it's nice to hear that." And his family's watching that. I know he is one of the guys who has a lot of family watching.
Yep.
It's crazy to think that, and like what he said, it's a tightrope you have to walk because there have been times where I've said some stuff and I've been like, I can't believe that just happened, or what was that? And then you go to the onboard, or you go to the far chase or a different angle, and you're like, I would have done worse than that. I would have probably taken out more cars than me.
Right.
Or we
and so,
apologize.
yeah.
You know, I've been
Right.
wrong.
And that's
we
a
beat the
that's a
far
big thing
chase
too.
and-
I am very quick to apologize if I misread a situation. And even if it took me a week to do it, I'm going to make sure that next week I apologize to that driver on the air. Because privately isn't enough. If they do have family watching or something, and I called them out for something that wasn't reality, they deserve an on-air apology. But at the same time, like today in BRL, if there's a wreck in front of you and you're going to go through it at 175, I'm going to be super ruthless on the broadcast to you.
Well, you also, I don't think you call anybody out like by name on that. You just kind of made like a general statement.
I just say that stuff to be like, Kevin, look at this. Everyone on screen right now, you better be talking to after this race. Because yeah, I am really calling out names unless I see it more than once in a race. Then I'll start running on board with you.
We're still active. We can't.
What's up?
You know, let our. Dalton just said who was it, and I'm like, that's still an active thing, so we don't really want to
That too
get involved. You know, like,
and
but
maybe
for today, like Jax.
I don't know.
I'm a teammate of Jax Duvall, and yet I was calling him a mercenary from the get-go because, it's one race, right? What the
Yeah,
he shows up for one race?
I don't like it when guys show up for a one-off just to be that support guy.
Right, because
Wow.
you came to
Show up.
win.
That was cute.
You showed up to win.
Yeah,
That's different. That's different. You were there to win.
like because it used to be Talladega used to be the championship race, and that's all that race was guys showing up to help their championship driver.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, with the exception of the very beginning of the race, Duvall wasn't wrecking anybody. He wasn't, I don't know, like
On purpose. On purpose.
right.
Because if you ask
I'm
Edward
gonna-
Peltz, he might give you a different answer.
I liked it, and it's not a winning you're in league. Like Lynott needed a good day, and he made sure he had one. I thought it was cool, and it's also it's Talladega with 36 cars. That still takes a lot of shit that has to go
And
right.
Jax is a good driver. And Jax is fast.
Right. So just
so that
there doesn't mean Lynott's going to have that situation. The execution was incredible.
right. It ain't like he brought in
I'm cool with
me. It ain't like he brought in me and was like, "Hey, block," or
Sean
you're up
Walton.
here,
Like if
push
Sean Walton
me.
up just to wreck half the field, then that's one thing.
So I can't show up to Atlanta to just wreck Sean Walton tomorrow.
No, I will be so mad. He's my boy.
Me
I
and
don't
Gene
know him.
with I think it was like you always lead off the broadcast lately with something absurd, and I think you topped yourself on Monday. Because you're like, some guys just never get a break. They're getting run over every weekend. Guys like Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, and Sean Walton.
Yes. I did that to drive you crazy.
Like literally, I'm like setting up my audio settings as we're going live, and I just go, what the fuck? I like word vomited it out.
I knew it. I was trying to get you.
About a minute, I was like, no, he's just trying to piss me off. Like we're a minute into this, and he's already trying to get in my skin.
Yeah.
Well done.
I like rooting for the villain. I mean, conflict makes stories. You know, unless there's like a clear good guy, a clear bad guy, and that conflict, it's difficult to tell what's going on.
Me and Dalton always are big wrestling fans, and we always talk about the best heels are the ones who feel like they're right, and you can to why they're right. Like in their mind, they're like, no, fuck this. I'm the good guy in this situation. Everyone else is the bad one. And you can be like, yeah, I understand why he thinks that. And when
I could show you my DMs to Walton where I'm like, just tell him you're sorry, but keep doing what you're doing.
You're just prodding the
just tell them, be like, hey, bro, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. And if you ever give anyone a piece of slack on the track, tell them while you're racing. Be like, oh, Jared, I don't want no trouble. Like Jared today, when we were racing, right? And you were on the outside and I'm in that middle and we got a little tight. I backed off, but I made sure I said I let you in. So you knew that I let you in.
Wait, I don't remember you saying that.
Oh, you were on the outside. I had a drafting.
No, I knew you were there, but I don't remember you saying, "Hey,
I let you in." I said, I don't want none. Jared, come in.
I didn't hear that.
Gee, you got stuck behind his hunk of junk after that wreck towards the end. You were just following him for a little while there.
I was blocking.
That was when I put in that 28th fastest lap of the day.
Everyone on options besides Ryan Preece. Poor Ryan Preece.
Oh, he's good.
Ryan Preece already used it.
What? Joey's on options again. He always used both of them. Oh,
outside the top 20, no one's on them.
I wonder who has one left. You know, I wish they would tell us who has that hidden. Oh,
Riddick ripped that
up there. Let's go.
I will say these cars drive so fucking cool on these option tires around this track. Now that they're all on them, you see how Riddick just ripped 3 and 4. Watch Reddick through 3 and 4 here if he does the top again. Yeah, watch this. Thank you, FS1, for this incredible. There we go.
Okay, bad example.
Like
so for anybody listening, we keep saying this name, Sean Walton. Imagine
Joey Logano and Ryan Newman had a baby.
Ross Chastain and Hocevar. at their worst, that guy, but he really doesn't get any space.
And in the scheme of BRL and MRL, he is that good. He is as good as those two. Like he's about, I think if Walton drove with respect, he's about a 5th to 7th place car.
Yeah, just don't stick your nose in every hole. That's it. If he
I mean,
not
that's what makes
sticking
him
his nose in every hole.
a contender to win races. That's the difference. He drives a little bit over his head.
Well,
Alright,
we'll
so
see
this-
what happens on Monday when I get in there.
This
There's-
race,
If I can rattle them.
20 on the lead
Right.
lap.
We got a Daily Drivers Inc. guy like that. I'm sure you guys know who,
Oh,
but we love
I
him.
mean,
Look at all
me.
those
Yes,
people
I
on
am.
OPTs.
So I got those 9 wins.
See how
I'm
the
gonna get,
wins
I'm
in
gonna get a
the
top 10
MRL?
one day, Zach.
There's
I'm gonna get
way
top
too
10.
much cream cheese on that bagel.
there's no
I'm a-
such thing. No such thing.
Way too. Half a schmear at most.
Look at
I
these
know.
guys a lap down.
I don't want to
OPTs.
see the bagel underneath the cream cheese.
You're disgusting. You make me sick, Dalton.
Wow.
I need to see the bagel at every point of the bagel.
Gene's about to go make himself a bagel.
Yeah, I literally think he's going to come back with a adequately cheesed bagel, creamed bagel.
Like I don't even want to see the hole in the middle. I just a bit, just a dollop, you know, just a massive
Disgusting.
fucking yeah.
Anytime I
I'm
see
not-
him hit the dog leg, it looks like they're about to clean the driver out on the
Yeah.
outside.
Oh my God, I know. Dude, in person, it's even gnarlier. The dog leg, I've said it, I think it's the coolest corner on the entire schedule. Like, it's the only legal shortcut in NASCAR. It's so
Not a
cool.
corner, they don't count it.
Sides turn 6.
Wait,
Besides turn 6.
turn
Yeah,
6?
At Coda.
Walk or yeah.
Oh,
Coda.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. I wonder how
Last
far you
week-
could have pushed it. Because NASCAR wasn't going to say shit. I would have just at some point been like, I'm in 14th. I'm driving straight. Fuck it.
As long as you're turning the wheel, I think they wouldn't have policed it.
Honestly, like just a very, very slight left. We need those, buddy. You see that? I just used the drawing thing. Oh, me and Gene's back. We don't need them. We don't need them. Never mind.
Oh.
I need those. I need them.
Gene would
All right.
probably use it like Clint Boyer does.
Yeah.
But alcohol,
Now that it's
I
come-
do.
Oh.
I do.
And I forgot to do it. I do have the diecast, guys. And this one's a banger. Are you guys ready?
Here we
Chris
go.
Bell. Custom. NBA 2K19.
Ooh.
Giannis. Shout out to Erin for this one.
Way to
She
go.
amazing at making, like, I paint the customs and she does all the decals for the most part. But definitely the coolest part about this one. Hold on. Look at that.
I wonder how she feels that the diecast gets more screen time than she does.
She doesn't want it. She doesn't want the screen time.
Well, that's why I asked her initially.
And I don't even
her
love putting
last
Giannis on
name.
the screen, to be honest, too. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, dude. His mom's pretty cool, though. I wish I would have met her when she was like 25.
Yeah. Customs are rad. So, yeah, we used to, we get a lot of inquiries about customs. And to be honest with you guys, they're just so much work. They're just so much work.
On Fire's championship trophy used to be a diecast.
Yeah.
I tried to do that, like, for my boys on our team, and it just, here's the problem with diecasts, or with making custom diecasts. How much would you guys pay for one, to have one made for you?
Like my car with my name
Yeah.
on it?
Or any car you want?
Probably max 150.
How about you,
Yeah.
mean, Gene?
Oh. I don't own any, so I'd say $75.
So here we go. Just to get the die, I have to buy a diecast, and then I have to strip the paint, do all that. Just to get it to where I need to go, we're already looking at, depending on the car, 40 to 60. And then I have to buy the decals, I have to make the decals, and I have to apply them. And here's the problem. Like 150? No. Because for 150, that's a lot of money to you. Like that's a lot of money to me to give to someone for a die cast. So I have this immense responsibility to make sure it's perfect. So that means if I make a mistake, I might start over. There's a good chance I end up losing money on it because I want it to be perfect for you. And that's not worth $150 to me making it. I'm not doing $150 worth of work. I'm doing $300, $400 worth of work. And I'm not going to ask you for $300 or $400 for a die cast. And then there's always going to be imperfections. Every custom's going to have imperfections. Like this one, I want to say Aaron did a great job on this one. I don't know if any imperfection.
The hood is a little like the connection on the hood.
And also the hood doesn't open. The hood doesn't open on this one anymore because we couldn't make it work that way. So there's going to be little things that are imperfections that you're not going to love. Front lip on this one's not perfect. I would not be comfortable giving you an imperfect die cast for $300 or $400. So it's a brutal thing. You know what I mean? Making customs. The only real way I think you could make them is I think about 150, 200, and it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to do the best I can. And also the turnaround time, these things take 3-4 months on average.
Wow. Now they're metal though, right? Like that's the metal car and everything.
It's a legitimate die cast. It's a crystal die cast that I stripped the paint from and redid. One day I'll share the pictures with you guys of like the full process and how you do it. It's a lot of fun. It really is, and it's super rewarding, but it's very, very tedious.
No,
but yeah, if you're good at I don't know, like if you're good at things with your hands that require being meticulous, or if you're really good at centering things, if you have a good eye for that type of stuff, you'd be very good at this.
I don't know. Maybe I'd want to die cast. Like if I get a Mandela on a team to have like a Animal House custom and Vortex Racing Network.
One day I'm gonna make one of my championship car because I want to have my doggy on a race car too. And I have done that. I made someone's iRacing car once. It was just the most simple car ever. It was like white with like the most basic logos. But it was really cool to make someone's iRacing vision come to life. Like really, really cool.
But that's what they ran, right?
Mm-hmm. It was also a next gen though, so that blank was really expensive. That's the problem too, is you guys are running next gens now. A next gen diecast, when you're making a custom, you need to find the right manufacturer. But you just looking for the cheapest one you can get your hands on, right? So honestly, like sorry, Mean Gene, like a Joey Logano isn't oftentimes one that
there's a million of them, right?
Guys who don't sell well or guys who are overproduced. So like a Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth is oftentimes Elliott Sadler, another one that you oftentimes see donored. But it's not cheap to get your hands on a next gen, So you're looking at $50-$60 just to start the project. Whereas like, if you drove a 2018 Xfinity car, I can start your project for, oh no!
Oh.
Did she get him? Oh, she got herself.
Torres.
I think she just embarrassed herself pretty badly.
That's no bueno.
Oh, was it her or was it Barry?
She was getting lapped. I know that.
Again.
I'm really nervous.
Got a little too close.
Orale.
Locked up right front.
It's no bueno.
Very nervous to see this replay.
Man, I feel so bad for my amigos out there.
Me and Nico's friend. Me at my house, Casa.
What the fuck?
Let's see if we can push the limits
Catherine.
here and show this.
Are you about to do something crazy, buddy?
Oh, we're doing it.
You know what the problem was, guys?
Oh, this is where you're risking it. Okay.
They put her in a green car. Like she looks like Danica.
I think so.
Like,
and if you look at I can't think of the word that I'm thinking of right now, but like bad luck. Green race cars is one of those bad luck things, kind of like the number 13.
Yeah. And green race cars and women, especially.
How about Jared? Drop light, green car drop light. Doesn't that remind you of the fleshlight car that we were avoiding the last couple of weeks?
Well, I know I was avoiding it. I mean,
Well, you were
already
lapping
wrecked out-
him.
You were already
You,
wrecked out at that point.
you were lapping him.
I thought I saw that 2 car getting a little frustrated with him at some point in the race today.
Sheldon.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared, this is my inaugural season. I bet you I move up more points in the overall picture next year than you move up places next year. You're second.
Shot
You
fired.
got one
It-
spot.
It's hard when you're already at the top.
Hey, I'm just saying. That's not what we're here to talk about. I'm just saying. I'm going
I
to move up
think-
more spots from my 23rd.
Listen, man, I will respect your ability when I start seeing the finishes that you need.
Hey, let's play a fun game, guys. Everyone who doesn't have a broken shoulder, where are you in the point standings in the league you're in right now? I'll go first. First place. How about you, Doll?
Oh,
I'm gonna say
I could
second
take
place.
off my shoes.
Second place.
and
How
I
about you,
still
Jared?
Wouldn't have enough digits.
Second place.
So far we got first, second, and second. How about you, Jerry?
20.
Oh,
23rd. I shouldn't
Wait,
laugh at that.
I'm second and I'm third.
In what?
Together, I'm 23rd.
Barry, what's your I rating?
Mine?
Oh, I don't know. I'm like
Oh.
1200 maybe. I don't know.
I think my oval is like 16.
Sam.
We need to find you like a 1500 I rating cap league to just go out and dominate. Jerry.
See, the thing is, I am not.
I would love it.
I am
we-
not causing the
take
wrecks.
Isaac seriously?
I'm
And
not
then-
causing the wrecks. It
And
ain't
then
me.
we need Zach to broadcast it.
Oh my God! Why are
Just
none of
follow
them?
me
know
around.
what?
Just
Okay,
follow
we-
me.
Can I share this, Zach? My idea for the ARCA thing,
Oh no! Go ahead.
because my idea for like having like a lower division.
With a 3-cap league.
Yeah. Was having like either a 1500 or a 2000 I rating cap, like lower division, and have like, I don't know, just the admins or like, I don't know, 4 guys from the top series basically have a draft of the guys in that lower series as like coaches, as like a
The NBA All-Star.
like a fucking like an Ultimate Fighter type thing. I mean, like
Like
no
a Hunger
eliminations,
Games?
like no
I love-
eliminations, obviously, but like
It's literally the Hunger Games. All right, here's your guy that survived the
And
Hunger
that
Games.
should be in the booth. Those 4 should be in the booth, like at some point. All like that. I love that. I think we could even make it work if we were to do that. I would say it should happen on Wednesdays before our race starts, and just make it short, like official length. You know, a 40-minute race. While we're practicing, they're racing. You know. But I think that's a hilarious idea, honestly. But also, you know, like in all seriousness, winning races and leading races at any level is going to really benefit you once you get up to the big boys and you have to run with us, you know, or if you want to meaningfully run with us.
A lot of times, what people get caught up in the moment, I think, and they don't look at the big picture. You can make the Final Four without winning a race most times.
Oh, yeah, you can.
My bonfire truck championship, I only won one race the entire season.
My PRL championship, I won 2 races, but I think I led 20 laps. Like,
Yeah.
it was it was a 9-race season. I had 8 top 5s. That right there is why I won the championship.
Consistency, and you don't necessarily have to win every race to do good in a
Yeah.
championship.
I definitely could have not won those races and still won the championship.
I think we should do that lower division series where I race it and I start dead last every race, and you get a penalty point for how many laps I put you down.
I think it would be funny that I think it would be amazing if a different one of us every
Someone
week
lost a
cycled out.
tire, the
Like, who are we
51.
dealing with?
Not Cody.
Not Cody. No.
He's just sitting on pit road with the tire off.
No. I thought he was going to win. That was my second choice.
Is that still a suspension of crew chief or whatever? If it happens on pit road?
No.
See?
If
Smart.
it happens, you let him go on the racing service and it brings out a caution, like what happened with Larson.
Yeah, see that he's saving his crew chief a vacation.
Oh,
which I bet he's
Jared.
like, "You idiot, just go on the track. I hate this
Jared,
job."
I actually am in second
In what?
in incident
Rookie of the
points.
year.
No, in incident
Rookie of the year.
points.
In incident points?
In incident points?
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry, 23 in Vegas.
It
23.
hurt. I was running top 12 the whole damn race.
Multiply that by 2, and there's your incidents.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 incidents for every position.
I'm looking
Jerry,
at
you're in
Wednesday.
second, 7 incidents behind Michael Benton.
I know. I'm the champion.
You're not the
even-
champion.
He got all those points.
Michael Benton's the champion because he's the only one that has any penalty points.
He got all those penalties. If
me
it
guess
weren't
third.
for that Sonoma, if it weren't for Sonoma, I would have been the incident champion.
Third is either Volpus or Lanat.
Now look at this. Look at this. I run the Wednesday Xfinity Series, and I am 21st in points, but I have missed 3 races.
Oh wow, so you definitely be like top 5.
Well, let's do some math. If you were to give me how many points?
I mean, Gene,
per
how many
race?
people who have ran as many races are above you?
Case of beer. That's it.
Ah, that's fair. He's a beast in Xfinity cars.
Yep.
Hey, Jerry, in Monday nights, I am 30th with 1 win.
And I still don't have bonus points. I do not have bonus points in any league. I've never gotten bonus points.
You haven't won a
so
stage?
sad.
That's shocking.
Bro,
Wait,
I mean,
looked-
no incidents.
I really
Oh,
hope
yeah.
that sometime me and you, Jared, we can redo that Daytona race whenever I'm not
Oh,
injured.
no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Challenge.
Everybody isn't-
Challenge.
I retire from racing. It was like the Daytona 24 this year. I
Right.
didn't do it. I ended on a high note.
That's the way to do it. End on a high note. And
All right.
Look,
Hey, Zach.
yeah.
Guys with the same amount of starts I'm ahead of. Christopher Smorrell,
That's impressive, honestly.
Tom Lester, Robert Richards, Steve Bryan, Robert Babcock. Yep. Those are the guys I'm ahead of with the same amount of starts.
Oh, I mixed up Robert Babcock with the other Robert, the really fast one.
Only case of beer.
Here we go.
He's like way ahead. He's got like 16 ahead of me. We're going to get there, boys. It's going to happen. I'm going to finish top 15 one day.
He's just been here all day.
Come on, Joey. Get past that number 20.
Look at Larson. Yeah, for sure. I can also see him when he play a track for no reason. Or at Martinsville, now that he's in the race.
Look at
That's
them 4 wide. They don't care. They don't care. They're 4 wide.
Look at Kyle Larson up to 3rd.
They're
Bump a
5
5 wide.
They're 5 wide. They don't care.
oh my goodness.
What a blinding restart from Lawson. Oh my fucking god.
Who is that green and white car?
Hey, Todd Gilliland's on the option tire. He's coming after Logano.
Go, Toddy Todd.
All right, Priest looks good, and he's on the OPT.
Watching
Let's see
this
what
one.
the 60
he?
does. Yeah, it said it. The 60's on that OPT. Look at him cutting through traffic. Wow.
Look at Larson. Look at Larson. Let's go,
I
baby.
mean, Larson ain't wrecked by now. He's probably going to win.
Good point.
Oh, he almost got loose. Did you see him
Yeah.
bobble?
He hit that apron and or he hit that
He was
paint
half.
right there.
Yeah, he was half on, half off.
Mom is half on, half off.
To help his parents, Roman started a GoFundMe. And once his story
Come on, Kyle.
support.
Come on, Kyle.
So this is a great run right here. Larson and Reddick side by side. Is that killing the
Oh, he
tires?
got loose
Stay
again.
low.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
I was about to say, how much does that kill your tires hugging that apron, staying low like that for 3 laps?
Just the right front. It just starts heating them up.
I feel like the outside's where you want to be right now.
They didn't put like resin down or anything on the top.
No, not option tires now.
Priest is
I guess
moving.
that's right.
That's
Priest is going
Priest.
to go around him on the outside.
That's look at Ryan. Willie, move to the fucking left, dumbass. What are you doing?
He's not being a team player.
Zach
Comes
Panzarella.
Logano now.
Come
Knows
on,
a team
Joey,
player, Joey Logano.
Don't get involved in that.
Dalton, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's a team player because Penske says let him win. So of course he's a team player. He likes that plan.
He's like, I'm gonna go with
It's a David Owens Gulf Coast plan.
Right, exactly. We were in that chat today, and they were like, "We're gonna push Kyle Lynott to the win," and David Brenner was like, "Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. Unless I'm up at the front, then I'm gonna go for the win."
when
Brenner's never won in the Cup Series.
Really?
Bonfire. He's never
Uh-huh.
won. So
He said he'd help, but if he was up front, he was like, "If I'm close, I'm gonna go for the win."
gosh,
But I'll help you.
when
now
the
Team Focum has that mindset. They're like, we're gonna
Yeah.
stay together and then we're gonna run single file straight to the line. And then there was one time I like split off and went into another lane against Buddy, I think it was.
Yep.
And they were like, man, you were supposed to stay with us. We were gonna stay single file. I was like, I'm going for the freaking win. You guys look like you were wrecking up there.
I remember
Yeah,
that race too.
we've had guys leave DDI for that.
They went right and you went left.
Well, and I thought you were gonna squeeze them up into the fence, and I was gonna run home free. Is what I thought. Yeah, they gave me so much crap for that, and then they kicked me out.
You know what? Folkum, huh?
Yeah.
Eric Jones is up there with the
come
option
on.
tires, and Joey's
And I
probably like, Joey's like, hey, I was just racing to put you a lap down like 50 laps ago.
Hey, cool
Yeah.
your tits.
Look at Ty
Eric
Dillon
Jones.
too.
Eric Jones should wreck him.
No,
Ty Dillon,
Ty Dillon.
Joey.
Holy
Ty Dillon,
crap.
wreck Joey.
no, he can wreck Larson next. Look at that. He's close.
Hey,
to
Mr.
Larson.
Cindric, remember me?
You're acting like Kyle Larson randomly ran into Ty Dillon at like 120 miles per hour at a racetrack in the past. That's never happened.
Wow.
Also, yeah, when I accidentally took out Calgill on Thursday, Owens is like, "Oh wow, DDI ran a tear," and I'm like, "Good. It's about damn time." Like, I'm glad it's a DDI ran a tear.
He got me good.
Yeah,
I hate
Oh,
when
he-
David Owens like comes.
He
to the
apologized.
chat,
Calgill
like,
Calgill
says
told
something.
me.
yeah.
Calgill
Like,
told me.
shut
He
up.
was like, I was crazy. He said he got you net coded him, and then he was driving like a maniac, and yeah, he took my left rear out. And
Oh,
ended
also,
bad.
by the way, me and Gene, leading up to the last restart, when you were talking about me and Matt were going at each other, we literally were. We literally were going at each other leading up to that green flag. He DM'd Calgill like during the caution, and he was like, "Wow, he took you out." And I was like, so I went on the radio. I was like, "That's my teammate." I was like, "So I just know what you said," and I was like, "You don't think I feel like shit about that right now?" And he was like, "Oh, you really did." I was like, "All right, man." See that? So we were really just chirping at each other, like leading up to that green
see
flag.
your bumper soon. See your rear bumper.
No, I literally thought like Mauro was gonna kill me. And then he was like, "Man, I really wish I gave as good of blowjobs as you do for what Novella did to you." And I'm like, "That's private."
Oh my word.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to know about the inner workings of DDI.
Look at Bell and Priest.
That-
This is great.
I don't like it when David like something like a yellow will come out. He'll like hop in. He's like, "What happened there?" Like
I'd rather him fuck with you than jump in the broadcast booth.
yeah.
He loves to do that. And I'm like, oh.
Hey, make sure you watch this.
Let me bite my tongue on that one.
How
Can you
about
imagine that in
great
real life? Can you imagine that in
remember
real
that
life?
great interview we gave him, Zach, about Daytona?
Yes. Like, David, how was the car? It was good. Thank you. All right. So
no,
on
what did
to
he
our next-
say? He said one like
Mint. He said mint, right?
mint. It was mint, boot.
God.
So there you
Oh,
go.
That's when you
Jack,
need to
bigger tickets. It's mint.
you need a broadcast on in the VRN channel, and then you for like then you just finally like switch over like at the end of the race. Like as the checker flag comes out, you go over to like Gulf or Moonlight and hop into that broadcast channel so nobody can hop in with you.
Like the thing that I can never get over, and like this is so pretentious, but I always just think of like real life and like me and Gina in the booth together, you know, like side by side, and just some dude just barges in. Did you guys see
Yeah.
that? It's
It's like, oh, I just saw Joey Logano wreck. He's running up the stairs.
literally.
Man, did you
Well,
see
like,
Todd
having to
Dillon?
drive the car 'cause
Yeah.
he stole my race.
Lock the door. Lock the door before he gets up here.
That's why I like that the channel's locked on VRL.
That was the main thing I asked for when we started this new season. I was like, I need that channel locked, 100%. And what they did, they gave me admin privileges. So now when someone comes in, like, bye. I just boot them out immediately.
Or mute them. Like, mute.
Yep. The waiting channel exists. That's what I told him. I was like, why does the waiting channel exist if it's unlocked in the booth? You know?
Right.
Wow, look at Priest pulling
Oh.
away with the OPT.
Ryan Priest, bro. How long until he's upside down?
Here?
Yeah,
I don't know.
about
Is
a year.
Catherine Lake still on track?
I know, not the best debut from Leg.
Not the
Oh, yeah.
best track to debut at.
She is a 2-time IMSA winner, sports car division. So she's no slouch. She's for real.
Yeah, so like if they went to like Road America, that'd be a good track for her to debut at.
And also, I left out 10 years ago,
Oh.
but that's unimportant.
Well, did they have traction control and ABS 10 years ago?
Honestly, I don't know. Did they? She probably would be passable on our road course. You know, like no worse than those other guys who come over. Like she could be like a Joey Hand, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's clearly,
I thought you meant
clearly-
like people would be passing her.
Yeah, she's clearly passable. 35 guys have passed her here today.
Yeah,
I thought
Yeah.
that 35 guy joke was going somewhere
that's
else.
passable. Yeah, it's just unfair at these ovals. You're right. She's just unpassable.
Something happened
Got
because I
30
just heard on
guys
the
on
radios
top of
about
her.
someone's talking about them being done.
No, she's out. She's
Yeah,
she's out.
I mean, this is a mean track. Oh wow, Ryan Blaney's upset?
At Phoenix? No.
Jeez.
No.
If I'm Ryan Blaney, I hate this fucking track. Every
How's
time
the
you get on the
12th
track,
This.
Penske gets on the radio. Yeah, go ahead and follow Joey. Go ahead and push Joey. I would hate this.
2 years
track.
ago, man. When literally that's what they told him. Oh my god. I'd be like, Roger, I fucking hate you. Like,
I could get a ride at Gibbs right now. Right now.
Really? but in that situation, I'm like, I'd be like, you realize I could get a trophy too, and he'd still win the really big one.
Yeah.
Like,
I could
can
go
I just
to
get
any
that
team.
other one, please?
I
Like,
think Roger treats Joey like a grandson more than Gibbs treats Ty like a grandson.
How would
No
you guys
way,
like to
'cause
race
Ty Gibbs is-
something? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was listening to the radio, and the 45 has power steering that's coming in and out.
Oh no.
So how would you like driving that, where your force feedback either goes He-Man or No Man?
did you hear about
Well,
Brad last
it's
week?
easy when it's rolling. It's like on these restarts and when you're pacing, it's really hard, especially like
Yeah.
the road courses where you're changing speeds.
Did you
Here, I
guys
don't
hear-
think it'd be as bad.
Brad had a failed cool suit last week, which when that happens becomes a sauna, like the opposite. It becomes a hot suit, and his power steering went. On lap 15, I think they said. Brad Keselowski is a warrior for what he did last week.
Yeah.
Taken away in a stretcher. Yeah, I'd fucking hate this track if I was Ryan Blaney.
Except it's one of his best tracks.
Yep.
So we were talking about like sponsors for teams or whatever, and earlier, and I don't know why I just had the thought of like what F1 does. So I'll have just like Visa, Visa Cash App Gulf Coast Racing or something.
Taylor Drivers Inc. Racing.
Exactly.
That would be weird.
FOCM Petronas Racing Team.
Jordan Brand 2311. The FedEx Joe Gibbs Racing. Oh, too soon. M&M's up too soon.
Showboat Maple Leafs.
Potato salad, JGR.
Riding around with Dennis and Gene.
Okay, so if you're not on the options, so if you're Bell, Reddick, Byron, Logano, Hamlin, and so on, are you pitting with like 40 to go? Or are you?
I think you're taking them on the last stop because these guys will be out of them by then.
And I'm assuming you're probably just going to run these things as long as they'll go, hoping for a yellow, right?
Yeah.
Because
with like maybe 20 to go or so.
I will say it's fascinating that Logano did a drive through and didn't go a lap down. So if you include a pit stop in that, you know, probably put in 16 seconds in there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go a lap down, but if you're on the options and they're fresh, what, maybe 10 laps and you can get that thing back if you're a pretty fast car? I feel like so. That'll be interesting to see if anyone wants to go on the earlier side.
It would almost be like Richmond a couple of years ago where Harvick won on pitting.
It would be a lot like that. My fucking TV. Fuck Spectrum. If they asked to sponsor us, I think I'd legitimately say no.
$60 to go. Boy, this is getting crazy.
I think
Hey,
a
shout out
lot
to
on that.
Come on,
strategy
Hamlin, don't be
also
doing that.
depends on kind of where you're at in the running order, like how far behind the leader you are. Because if you get so far back, you're going to end up going almost 2 laps down with that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I agree.
Shout out to the lady that cut my hair at Sport Clips on Friday.
There you go.
Yeah, helping out those NASCAR sponsors. That's really nice of you.
Yeah. Well, I think she said that she's a Logano fan, and I think she put those hair implants in my head.
Dude,
It's just
lucky
not
you.
cheap, my friend. Next up, actually, I don't even want to say. Who do you guys think? Who do you guys think needs the Logano surgery next the most in NASCAR right now?
Briscoe.
30 years old. Yeah. Kyle Busch. Dalton's deep in thought right now.
He's like, I love Tyler Reddick when he quits teams.
I mean, this is getting serious, boys.
Why do we have a flag stand camera?
It was bored.
Could not have come at a worse time, you know.
And here's the battle for the lead. Take a look at what he did.
Right.
Their camera work is special. It's like Carl Edwards all over again, guys. Like, what's the difference? Right? No?
What?
It's just like Carl Edwards. 60
What
just
is?
dominant races.
Oh.
Like Ryan Preece, Carl Edwards. What's the difference?
Nope.
I'm sure Ryan Preece.
Little
Oh,
there
I
by
think
Dennis.
one will.
Oh, bump and run, Danny.
Oh, on Joey. You know what that is?
11 times 2 is 22.
Ouch.
Oh.
But
yeah,
we had Denny versus Ross part 50 earlier, and we got Denny versus Joey part 1,000 right now.
And here comes Austin Dillon to wreck them both.
Fuck yeah. It's like the Avengers.
It's like the gold ring opens up and Hocevar's car comes out on track.
Dalton's Chase Elliott pick looking very accurate with the race you said he'd have. Just going to pop out of nowhere from 17th place. So
I don't think they're done wrecking.
no, I don't think so either. Okay, these option tires are bizarre because you have Ty Dillon in 4th for just no reason. Eric Jones in 6th. Not for no reason, but that's definitely the options, right?
I think if they had a point for like leading a lap, I could see it. Why you would have these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, maybe they should bring that back for a point for leading a lap. Maybe you'd get some.
I didn't know it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fun rule.
The only new rule is the fastest lap point.
Hmm. Okay, actually,
So-
speaking of points, I want to ask. It's something I asked the Dalton earlier this week. What are your guys' thoughts on a dual points format in a sim racing league? And what I mean by that is, like, for our league, for example, our plan right now and what will likely happen as Larson makes a great move on Barry. Actually, not a great move. Larson loses more spots. Oh my God. Is we're gonna be doing a chase format similar to what BRL's doing right now. It's gonna be a reset, but the reset will not be a total reset. It's gonna include stage points, playoff points, all that stuff. But it's gonna be that. But it's gonna be a chase format. It's not gonna be a championship race, all that. What if there was also at the same time a points format that was a true Winston Cup format that also was simultaneously happening alongside that?
Kind of like the best of the rest deal that's going to happen.
It would also include everybody. But no stage points, no bonus. Like the only bonus points in that would be the exact bonus points that they awarded for Winston Cup racing. But everything would be very, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
That'd be tough.
I know. And Dalton said it may devalue one championship, which I agree with.
Yeah. It would be tough to figure out which one you wanted to make the priority.
Yeah.
Especially if there were differences in the positions.
Oh, Logano!
No.
I revived him.
That's what you get for waking up at 6. Well, actually, he's in the Central Coast. I can't even feel bad for you.
The Central Coast.
You guys all have coasts, right? That's all there are.
Yeah, the Mississippi River Coast.
Everywhere. Yeah.
I'm on the
To be
left
fair.
of it. Well, I guess if you're,
Right.
depending on how you're looking at it, I'm on the left of it. Jared's on the right of it. Mississippi coast.
I'm in the north of it. I got to go straight down to Mobile.
You guys have like nasty ass
You
lakes.
mean the Gulf of America?
The Gulf of America.
Elliot,
Elliot
Pits.
in the pits.
I
Is
mean,
he down with
obviously,
OPT?
obviously options, right?
No.
I think that's what he took.
It looks like they're yellow on the sidewall.
Elliot was running 17th, and it looked like he's gonna come out right
They're
about where
talking
he
about
was.
debris on the track too, on the radio.
Oh,
There's that Chase Elliott yellow they needed.
would that be beneficial?
No, he's gonna go a lap down.
Wouldn't that be bad for him?
Oh, 23 got in the wall.
Oh, 23 with an issue.
Oh no.
Oh, it's Joey Stiers fucking up.
No, Joey Stiers has you see the unwrapped body parts. Like they ran out of vinyl.
Oh, that is a brutal.
Elliot's not making it to it. He's yells out.
Why?
Debris from Wallace. He hit the wall.
Boo.
I'm assuming a rotor. So that, I think that ruins Elliot's race.
Yeah,
Oh,
opposite way.
oh, was that no, or go?
Go, 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 go.
Okay. Didn't
Beat
almost
space
turn
car.
Well,
Probably.
is that bad for Byron or good for Byron? That's good for Byron, right?
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at
man,
that.
Oh.
that just took off to the right.
Bubba Wallace. Does anyone have more brutal tire failures than that guy? Remember the Pocono one?
Yeah, the tire just went down on entry.
Yeah.
It's always the worst time for him. Yeah,
That
Clint's right
windshield tear.
there.
Wow. I was getting ready to say that. Look how dirty that windshield is. He's not using the 1 second gain of a time on the windshield tear off in iRacing.
He's using it this time.
I don't think I have any tear offs with dirt still on them on my helmet, or else I'd show mine off.
In motocross, we used to have them on our goggles.
Yeah.
They do layers, like the pin would be in different places.
Yeah.
And the first time I ever used them was at a national up in Whitney, Lake Whitney in Texas, and I fucking pulled the bottom one off immediately.
So the rest of the time you're going like this?
Yeah, you damn right. And then it's like, don't take your goggles off though. You will regret it. All the mud in your face. So good.
There sometimes I'll just wipe the dirt off my tear off instead of actually tearing one off.
Yeah, you always do that first. And then Smith, y'all ever heard of that company? They made goggles for a while, Smith. They had this cool roll, like so you had the goggles and then there was a roll right in the middle.
Yeah.
And you'd pull it, the little string, and it would just
Like a
move
wiper.
Yeah. Really cool. Until of course, humidity or whatever got into the chamber and then the whole thing was a wreck.
like 4 times each.
I mean,
And is any soul on earth going to complain?
Hi Dylan's little like cartoon thing looks insane. He looks like a freaking goblin.
And
He's a little child with his little sippy cup.
over that, I don't like her.
All right, here we go.
So Byron's gonna be at the back of the pack.
Reese doesn't have a chance.
Yeah,
Dylan
everyone's
doesn't have a chance.
All right, let's see who's
Yeah,
got
look around.
OPT.
Right in the top 13. You're like, why is he
Down
there?
with OPT.
Because they don't have option tests.
Wow, look at all the carbon on the rim coming off.
Yeah, the brake dust.
Nuts.
Like, I
Now,
don't think
Priest is done though, right? He's OPT done,
Yeah.
so he'll fade right backwards. Bell will still progress.
there's no guy.
Yeah,
Joey-
Bell's
Joey's-
on the OPT.
Yeah, Joey's
Slow-ass
OPT
pit stop, too.
done.
Yeah, I think Joey's gonna be done.
Yeah, Joey's OPT done. I
Yeah, they
think
put
he
cameras
is
like on
too.
Larson with
Oh, look at him running out in front of that big old mess, though. Let's go.
Joey Logano, fast on exit.
Don't you say.
away.
Yes.
Larson fast on exit. Look at that. Plus 11. Get him back.
Larson just kind of sucks.
6.
Nothing? We don't get nothing out of Zach for that? Come on.
I think
I
you're
don't
right.
even think he's in
Yeah,
the room.
What happened to Priest on that?
I hope Bowman can get the win.
They didn't want to get his hopes up. They were like, look, bud, we used the
Oh, it was a
OPT.
rotor.
Yeah,
Ooh, whose is that?
That's
He'll get one.
Bubba's.
I think so.
he always gets a win.
Somehow, somewhere.
Mm,
But if he doesn't,
Has he had a winless season in 6 years, 5 years?
yeah, he pointed in 2 years ago. Yeah. How did Hamlin get 9 and Larson get 11? Outside of speeding.
I don't know. I don't know how Priest lost all those spots, and I don't know how they made up all those spots.
I did hear this about Logano. They said he had 20 lap scuffs on his alts, and he went with fresh primaries instead.
Do you know what would be an insane like game? Like have a set of tires that works like the option tires that are like generally faster, but have those be the 5 lug shit. So like you pretty much have to go to the back because your pit stop's just going to be so much slower.
I don't understand
You have to change
how
the rotors or the
that-
fucking.
I don't understand how that wheel assembly works.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you put in the single lug, Dalton, you're like,
Oh, true. Yeah, that's all.
you'd have to. You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going a lap down. You're swapping out the entire assembly of the wheel at that point.
Maybe just like somehow the pit stop is like handicapped.
It's a single lug that has 5 artificial ones that go green once you get them adequately. Like maybe it's something like that. But I think that's hilarious. I'm here for that. I don't know how you come up with this
Look at
shit.
look at them
Oh,
training Bubba's crew. They're training. They're
That's
like, see right
that's not
there,
Bubba.
that's
That's not
called.
Bubba. That's not Bubba.
Oh, it's
That's Tyler
Reddick.
Reddick.
They're like, see right there, that thing, that's called an engine.
That was
An
racist of me and
engine.
Gene right there to think that was Bubba Wallace when it was Tyler Reddick. Jesus.
They look the same to me. They all look- all,
Wow.
Oh,
all
you
them-
can't say that, Gene.
all
They're on
them Jordan
just 'cause they're on the
drivers look
same
the same.
team.
They all look the
Jeez.
same.
You-
They all
you
they
get
all
the
Typical
run.
same
Logano fan. Typical Logano fan.
Gene,
They all
you
run a
can't
Super
mobile.
say-
screen.
You can't say they look the same. That's racist.
They all run a mobile screen, man.
Oh wow. Just digging the hole deeper. Like unbelievable. Jesus. Next thing he's gonna say is guys like him don't look like a champion.
Hmm.
Like
Christopher Bell's
no.
gonna win another race. Jesus Christ.
There's no
Yep.
ginger champion.
Oh,
spoiler.
no, there's Hamlin. Look at Hamlin up there.
Christopher Bell's about to
Actually-
win another race.
Actually, no, he's next to Larson and Chastain, so he's gonna give him
Buddy-
the payback.
Buddy, when you walked over, the way the light caught your glasses, it looked like they were sunglasses. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, we're about to get sick, buddy, right now. We're going to get sicko mode, buddy.
I don't know. I hate the glasses, but I can't read without them. I can see without
oh,
them, but I
sorry,
can't
sorry.
read without them.
Buddy, why the fuck is your arm not in a sling? Or your shoulder?
Oh, check this out.
You had surgery 3 days ago.
Yep, check this out.
Oh, he's
Can you
gonna
see me
strip.
good?
He's stripping.
Oh no! Oh, there's a
Whoa! Really? You
Progress.
feel that good already?
Absolutely. I think alcohol has some to help with it, but
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. That's amazing to see.
I'm really hoping.
So I feel like the PT will get a lot easier.
Yeah,
I think Daytona
the-
Road Course is already come and gone.
The,
Oh my God.
The having PT every day last week was super beneficial, even though it was miserable.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully 2 or 3 weeks maybe I'll be back.
There you go.
Dalton, are you
think,
warming up someone's tires for them?
Maybe.
No, I'm just need something to fidget with, you know.
Maybe I need to pay Buddy to come be on my Sunday morning team.
He's
Hey, you
He's
can
got
always
the,
join me
Reddick,
and Jose.
Prime Video.
Who would be the fourth?
I don't know who would be the fourth yet, but I know for next season, me and Jose's teaming up for Sunday mornings.
You're fast. He's
You and-
fast. I
you and-
suck. We need one more middle driver.
You and Medina?
Yeah, me
Dennis
and Jose
Puckett?
Medina.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Interesting.
reach out to Jose. See, I have celebrity to lean on. I'm a shitty driver, but I'm the broadcaster, so that gets me like 10 extra better points than I really drive.
Well, I will say Buddy's an amazing coach, as is Jared.
Hey man,
Hi,
look at look at my results. I don't cause the wrecks. I just get victimized.
Is Alex Hillman in here right now?
Like in our
Oh.
Discord.
No, that's I just. Oh, whatever advice mean, Gene. Get that sentence out of your vocabulary.
What? being
Even if it
victim-
isn't your fault, it is your fault.
Mm-mm. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get out of it. At first, I heard about Rex because I was so far behind, and then I T-boned people when I came in there with no awareness. And
A
now
big
I am the
part-
Rex.
Of getting faster is moving on from the mentality about caring about who caused them, why they happened,
Oh, I don't care
all
who
that.
caused them, except
because
when
it's gonna be you soon.
you know,
It's part of getting fast.
except when
You'll
it's
be
you
the
know
one, and you're gonna be the one that you'll know that everyone's talking about.
who. When I get DP'd,
So-
it's uncomfortable.
to break down the procedure that I had on Monday morning, it was originally scheduled as a surgery, but they were able to break up everything that they needed to and get my arm to go where it needed to without them having to cut
Ooh.
into me. So I don't have any incisions or anything.
Oh, so
Oh.
That's the big difference there.
but you had to
They
go
wa-
under. That's crazy.
They wasn't sure. They wasn't sure if it was going to be necessary or not. They still put me under and everything, but they were able to.
His first
use
time going under, by the way.
ultrasound and everything.
First time.
Yep. First time going under. I remember talking to the nurse about my family, and then I remember her waking me up to tell me that I was all done. So
Yep.
Yeah. My dad said count to 100 or count down from 100 and you won't make it to 97. And I did not.
All right, here we go, boys.
Christopher Bell on the inside.
Larson with a brilliant restart.
Look at the
Oh my God,
21
Chastain.
way low.
Ross Chastain.
That blimp shadow.
Oh my God, Gillen.
Stay away from
Oh,
Joey.
that's Dan Smith. That's
No.
Dan Smith. Sorry, that's Dan Smith.
That was scary. Leave Joey
20
alone.
wide.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Look at the 21 down there doing Wood Brothers things.
Kyle Busch. Tons of grip. These option tires are so cool with the amount of grip you can see in turn 2. I really like it.
They need
Kyle
to
Larson
show
just
that
getting
graphic.
left by Hamlin and Bell.
Ooh, look
So
at
much speed in
Jones
those
getting
Toyotas.
laid up.
Kyle Busch is like the king of using none of the track around here.
Literally, he's the king of like, I'll be the one to find out.
Here, probably lap 1. Kyle Busch was like, they're shortcutting the dog leg.
Yep.
This is horrible. Those OPT tires now are, they're just the king. They need to show.
I think the funny thing about Kyle Busch
graphic.
too is he'll go do something like that, and then you'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go try that," and you remember really quickly, like, "Oh fuck, I'm not Kyle Busch. I probably shouldn't try to do that."
Yeah, he was like running the inside wall in 1 and 2 there.
KFP.
Look at Byron making moves.
Look at
Kyle, what were
It-
you thinking when you ran the inside wall of
No,
turns 1 and 2?
Chastain a little loose.
AFP.
Oh, here comes the dramatic Bubba interview. Everyone quiet. Oh, whoa. Brakes.
Who's on OPTs right now, y'all?
Everybody besides your boy
God bless.
and Priest.
Is that Tyler Reddick getting interviewed? I can't tell.
Where was Bubba running?
I don't
Top 10.
remember.
That's a huge shame. He's really good here. Look at all those dogs in that Alex Bowman car. Let's go. Oh my God, there's like 20 dogs in that fucking car. Let's go. I want sheet metal off that thing.
Wreck him, Kyle. Wreck them
Hey,
dogs.
well, actually, yeah. Better chance of getting that sheet metal if he wrecks them.
You're going to see some, like, frowning dog.
Whoa! It's the fucking hack. The guy who backs into every race. And Kyle Busch.
Ooh.
Alex Bowman had flashbacks to Almirola.
Oh my God, straight up out of 4 there, yeah. Has Kyle Busch only driven that zone car this season?
No, he had Rebel Bourbon and well, there was another one at Atlanta, Cheddar's.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's run 20 sponsors this year.
I hate that zone car.
It's not attractive. It
Well,
reminds me of
no,
every-
he sucks every time he runs in it, so I'm waiting for something to happen.
If he wants to win more races, find a way to make Lucas Oil give you more money. Or just run that fucking paint. Because he always seems to be fast in that car.
Except at Talladega when nobody went with him.
Ugh. So options all the way down to Logano. Not Chastain, not Cindric, not Priest. Logano honestly doing a great job on those primaries.
Yeah. Look, he's the only one.
And then Suarez back. Not on off. Well, I think that's that. I think they're out of the race. So
I really hope we
Yeah.
see a huge drop off on these OPTs in like 15 laps.
I think this is the least amount of cars I've ever seen finish a Phoenix race.
Zayden Smith there
yeah,
using
four.
the Landry line.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to see
it's
these OPTs
nuts.
drop off.
If people think that me and Gene suck Tony Everson's dick, I don't know what you guys do to Landry. God, Kevin wasn't kidding. You guys love Landry. Like, I get it. He's
Yeah. Evan doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ty
Isn't that
Dillon's letting that thing swing, sending it in on Chase Elliott and Joey Logano.
Take
So
him out.
Ty-
Bye.
Nothing for it.
Ty should be on non-alts, right? He should be on primaries. Yeah, no. How is he on options?
He might
When he
not
was
have
in
used it
fourth.
earlier.
Yeah, these must be. I think he's one maybe who went with the scuffs. As he passes Logano, So the move was the scuffs. Well,
Well,
I guess we'll
maybe
see. In 20
maybe
in 5.
Joey's got some scuffs somewhere.
No,
He does. He does have
He-
scuffs. He has 20 lap scuffs, and they went with the primaries instead.
Yeah.
So we need
It
one
looks
more
like-
caution in like 15 more laps.
Guys, they're
Then
talking
that would
about
be-
Las Vegas.
Viva!
Las
What?
Vegas.
We're gonna be there. They're talking about
Oh.
Vegas. They're like
We're gonna
the
fucking be
VRN
there.
guys are showing up.
Dude.
Make sure you guys watch the VRN bonfire.
We're giving
race.
them their own booth to live stream from the race. Appreciate NASCAR for that.
We're gonna
They
talk
gave
to
us our
the
motorhome,
drivers.
unrelated to Kevin Kyle.
So, three-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Joey Logano. Who's your favorite bonfire racing driver? I love Jason Landry. He's great.
No!
It'd probably be Brenner, if we're being fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Blaney! Oh no, Ryan Blaney blew an. That's an engine. It's coming out of the exhaust. That's an engine. That's the first engine. Yeah.
I've
yeah.
I've talked to Brenner about buying
Everyone
that
look-
number. I've talked to him about buying that
Great.
number from him. He ain't willing to negotiate.
That's an engine.
And he's been in that number forever.
I know. I was
That's like if
"There's
somebody
got-"
wanted to buy the 55 from me.
I'm like,
Yeah,
there's
that's a
got to
dox
be.
you mean,
No,
James,
you got
but-
it on the wall. That's real. For him, it's just virtual. Like, there's got to be a number.
David
See,
Brenner
I don't
know what you're
runs
talking
22 in
about.
every league that he's in.
Look
So I
at
think
you.
that's his
You'd
number.
you'd sell that 55 and still run it in real life.
I actually meant to ask you that, me and Gene. Do you know why that Jerry Rose guy runs that number? Is that a special number? Or
yeah, it is.
because triple
Yeah.
digit numbers are somewhat rare.
Dad ran it. And then I
Very
ran it.
cool. Very, very cool. That specific number, triple digits.
Yeah.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
You could have ran the 222.
Funny story. I actually
Or
did
022.
run. I did run 222 for a little while when I raced in the same league as my dad.
Is that how you say it? 222.
Yeah.
Nice. Like it.
Like
Okay, that's
you could always do it like dirt racing where they hide like the letter in the number somewhere.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
K or the J.
22A.
All right, well, during this caution, let's go around. Why do you run your number? I run the 12 because I grew up a Jimmy Vasser fan. And then when I chose Jeff Gordon as my favorite NASCAR driver, super difficult math. 12 times 2 is 24. So that was just like the most obvious thing. And then you swap the 24 and then becomes the 42, and that's Kyle Larson. So it all originates from the 12 and Jimmy Vasser. And the 12 has been my lucky number since I was a little kid. So that was my no-brainer. If I can run anything, I run the 12. And the only other number I've ran is the 247, which I ran with Dalton because he ran the 365. Daily Drivers Inc. all day. 247 every day. 365. So yeah, Dalton, why do you run the 36? I actually forget.
It's just kind of always been my number. Like when I was a kid, that was my like the little league number I went with for baseball. So it's just always kind of stuck with me, and like I generally kind of like it just because there's not really, at least in the last like I don't know 20, 30 years, there's not like a NASCAR guy that you would typically
Associate with.
that's been like.
Ken Schrader.
I mean, there was like
No
I
one's
think like
putting
Jeremy
options
Mayfield
on.
ran it. There was like front rows ran it, but
Schrader too, right? Or Elliott Sadler? The M&M's
oh
car.
yeah. I guess since the M&M's car, yeah, really,
Mhm. That's what I associate it with.
yeah.
Same.
I don't associate the Harrison with anybody, to be fair.
Or
Chastain putting optionals on.
Yes, he
The
is.
scuff,
So-
the scuff,
so what
the
new-
scuff optionals.
Logano's putting
Joey's putting primaries on.
primaries.
What is he
See,
doing,
so that's-
Jerry?
Okay, I was like right when they went yellow, I was literally about to say that's really good for Joey, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh well. I mean, when you're in 30th. All right, Jared Kelly, why do you run the 55?
So great grandpa served on the USS North Carolina, and its
Oh, that's
battleship
good.
number was BB-55.
Wow.
It's a memorial in Wilmington. I've been out there multiple times. It's definitely a sight to see. So that's why
Very
it's
cool.
also the battleship's on the car somewhere.
That's sick. Very good looking, like a very visually attractive number, in my opinion, too. The 55. It just like looks good. Like certain numbers, like to me, is like I'm not trying to like pick on anyone, but malarkey. Like the 73 to me is just like it's a cool number because it's unique, but it doesn't look. Yeah, it's just that those are two interesting numbers to put together. The 55 is just like a good looking number. Like DDI just claimed the new number at MRL because we switched some stuff around. And I took the 50. I think the 50 is a really cool looking number. Buddy runs the 21, I believe, everywhere, right?
Yep. Yep. For the
Why do you
most
run the
part,
21?
as long as I can get that. My mom's birthday is 7/7 of 67, so I just took the 3 sevens and jammed them into 21. And 21's usually available in most leagues, so.
It is, weirdly. And it's an iconic NASCAR number.
So I just kind of adopted it and ran with it, and that's how
That's
the
cool.
21 came up.
I always love the stories behind numbers because it's so often not the driver that you associate the number with, right? Like a lot of people, like Owens is a great example, very passionate about running the 11, not a Hamlin fan. You know?
Right.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
like
I'm not a Blaney fan, but I love the 12.
When I picked the 55, it was when I went to go race Tyler Reddick on iRacing when he was doing like a PR event, and I was like, well, I can't run the 8 that time because that's a car I would have ran. I was like, I need to rebrand myself, and that's the number I picked and the sponsor I picked.
I also feel like numbers that are 9 times out of 10 taken on leagues, the 8, the 3, the you know what number is weirdly available often is the 1. A lot of people don't like to run the 1, I've noticed. And that's a nasty number. I love the 1.
I think a lot of people think it comes with bad juju.
Well, it's also,
For
I mean,
whatever reason.
you guys know like Formula 1 and kart back in the day, the rule there, you can't run the 1 unless you're the champion. And it's up to you if you want to or not when you are the champion.
I like that. I think it's neat.
I think that's really sick. I remember when I started watching NASCAR as a kid, I was like, why is this fucking 20th place car running the 1? I didn't understand it at all.
I think it'd be crazy if someone can dethrone Max this season, forcing him to go into another number.
Would love it. Back to the 33. Right? Is that what he is?
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's Aaron's lucky number. That sucks.
So, but imagine if one of the new rookies took the 33.
Oh, that'd be so. Sorry, Max.
Yeah.
You give me the 033. All right, green
33A.
flag. 18 to go. Chris Buescher.
Come on, Joey, get through this stuff.
Joey's not going to go through it. He's on the primary.
But no, wait. They didn't go to the options. The option scuffs.
No.
Why would you?
No.
They put new primaries on.
Why would you not go to the option scuffs?
Larson's on the options.
Oh,
he's also.
Does Larson still owe Hamlin one? I think so.
He looked like he tried to get a piece of it right
Send him.
there.
Ship him, Kyle.
Now, so they should also have option with a star so we know it's the option scuff.
I do think the red isn't visual enough. They should just put white walls on them or something. Get his ass, Kyle. Like, get into him. Who gives a fuck? It's Denny Hamlin.
I think the fenders shadow the red too much, and that's why you can't see it like on like the Formula.
100%. Maybe in a night race you'd see it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Let's just throw neons back on these things and just light them up different colors so we know what tires are on. I'm here for that.
The color changes on the underglow.
Exactly.
I think there's going to be a caution coming up. People on the radio is talking about yelling at people saying stay out.
Debris on the track somewhere?
I don't know. I didn't hear what it was for. I just heard someone yelling on the radio to stay out, stay out, stay out.
Why would you?
Or he was talking outside.
Yeah. Maybe a 3-wide situation. Yeah, there's a few 3-wides out here.
They're still racing, so that must be what it was.
It must have been, yeah. Chris Bell's about to 3-peat. like Xfinity. When he drove this thing, it's literally like that. Oh my God, he's getting the same number and everything. We should have known.
Like he's racing for the same team.
It's almost like it's the same team owner. Oh no, we're fucked. At least he never won a championship. Isn't that a weird fun fact? He won like triple the amount of races as Custer, but never a championship.
Well, Custer didn't win the championship.
No, he would have if he had qualified for it that one year.
12 laps, boys. 12 laps.
Yep, 12 to go.
I really hate that call from the 22 team.
Yeah.
Maybe they're
Like, not
thinking
even to
about
bully you,
another-
me and Gene. Like, legitimately, I felt like that was a really wild opportunity they had there.
Yeah, it's like,
Because
oh, we're back.
I think the Scuffs would have equalized it too.
Right, we're back
Yeah,
on
and-
even ground.
And at the very least, they're much cooler. They're not.
Maybe he's
They're
thinking there's
cleaned
gonna
up.
be,
Yeah,
maybe
they're
he
cleaned
thinks there's
up.
going to be another caution. and
Yeah,
then
but you
he's
can't
like,
you
come
can't
on.
Yeah,
drive
you're in
for
12th.
10 cars
Yeah.
with
We're at
10
Phoenix.
to go.
Yeah, it's over. You got to be in 5th at this racetrack, and even then, good luck.
Someone's
Yeah.
in the
He had
wall.
he had some
Like-
long runs on those tires though.
Almirola started in 2nd yesterday in Xfinity, fucked it up, went back to 4th, and then still won that race. Like you don't drive from the back at this racetrack. Not in 2 laps. That ship has sailed. I will say, Rattlesnake Hill is empty. Yeah, it's empty. There's been times where me and Aaron go and like you legit can't find anywhere. Like anywhere. Doesn't look like Toyota's like taking up all that space like they normally do too.
Oh,
my
yeah,
goodness.
Gibbs.
Caution's
Sippy
out.
Cup.
Grandpa, I got in the wall.
Throw him on Logano. But you're gonna lose all the
Daddy.
drive position. You're going
Grandpa,
out.
they got me. They got me, Grampy.
But do the other teams have a pair of scuffs? Like, does the field come down and put their scuffs on?
Good point. Good point. So how many are on these? Like 40 or 50 now? 40, 30 under green, maybe?
Yeah.
I run with them. Fuck it.
Look at Sippy
Bed's
Cup.
made. If you're in the
Poor
top
Sippy
10,
Cup.
I think your bed's made.
The last 8 races for Ty.
Look
Gibbs.
at that. Oh my God. Look at that.
We're about to
They
see
shrink his
we're about to
face.
see some ignorance right here, I think.
No, that's his face. Oh, yeah, we're about to see some ignorance. And by the way, that stat goes a lot further back than that for Ty Gibbs.
Oh,
I
he
think it's on
already
like
lost.
a 1 year, 30 lap or race streak.
Yeah, he
It's
lost his
Toyotas.
tire.
It's all Toyotas. And actually, too, if you guys want to be conspiracy theorists, if you flip those numbers, it's 45, who's on the same team as the 23, who also has brakes go. Could be related.
That's a stretch.
Could be related. Could be related.
I think if Reddick did it, then you would have some ground. But since he didn't, you have no ground.
I have so much ground to stand on. Michael McDowell back from the dead. You can't kill this man. If me and Gene thinks that Joey can win, then Michael McDowell can sure as hell get this thing done.
Michael McDowell about to get the bonus point for the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Might as well. Max Verstappen this.
Yeah, except Max would win the race.
I guess that is that small difference I left out.
More like
I don't know
Danny
how important
Ricciardo.
that is. Like how important really is like winning the same thing. I think Kyle Larson's about to win this motherfucking thing.
I don't know. Josh Berry's up there. Get this Berry sneak one.
Dalton said it's gonna get silly, and it is because Larson's gonna take them 3 wide, and then Barry's gonna clean them all out, and Larson's gonna Zach Panzarella off in the sunset. Will all the cars who are fast enough to go against him wreck?
I don't know. I could see Hamlin taking second row bottom.
Hamlin is a bottom. I've heard that.
I know what you did there.
No idea what you're talking about.
Cendric. Who
So-
else?
No Logano. So Logano gonna stick with the primaries.
Again,
I think if you're the 20, if you're the 22, you do
Chastain,
that because you're losing
Reddick's
what
second.
at
A
least
lot
10
of
positions.
spots. Yeah.
to take a chance that you should have just taken last time. Because goddamn, you take that chance, and let's say it doesn't work out. Now you pit and you put the primaries on, and you get those 10 spots back.
The wheel stuck on Cindric's car.
Yay!
Stand up.
He's going a lap down. He's going a lap down.
Yeah, you have to stand up and kick the top of the tire. I'm a mechanic. I know.
Yeah.
That's the best way. That's the scientific way.
When it's seized up, you stand up and you kick the top of the tire. They're lucky
Didn't
that
do-
lug nut went back on.
They should have made him do the Dalton challenge for taking so long. It's a 5 lug now.
Yeah, we stripped the 1 lug, put the 5
Get the
on.
5 lug. That would be
It's a gun. Hook the gun up. Hook the gun up to the stupid thing.
Hook it. Hook it. Hearing the crew chief during that would be incredible.
Joey Logano is a crew chief.
Where are the fucking lug nuts?
Maybe just the picker has to do like 5 push-ups before they start.
They try to use a single lug to get the 5 lug on.
They have to tie 1 arm behind their back.
Just press the single lug against the 5 lugs. It'll stay on.
Is it gonna be overtime?
I think it
Based
might
on
be.
NASCAR's
Regular.
cleanup speed, absolutely, 100%.
Or is it gonna be a regular attempt?
I think it
It's
might be a
gonna-
regular
well-
attempt.
There's unlimited, so why not just? Is there a difference?
A regular attempt and an overtime?
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of like the distance.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like? Well, if they go green with 2 to
Why
go,
are the floodlights on?
the moon's
Like
out.
noon.
The moon's out.
There?
There's the moon, so you need lights.
Or is it just like reflecting?
No, I'm pretty sure the lights were on.
Could have been Joe Gibbs's forehead.
It was Chase Briscoe's forehead.
Race control's looking their
He
job
probably
right
is the
now.
best candidate. Like he'd be the sexiest with the Logano surgery.
Now what NASCAR's doing is they have the caution light button under lock and key when it's under 5 to go.
Maybe just fucking throw that away.
Yeah, that's going to be natural, I think.
So Larson's gonna take the inside. Hamlin is gonna take the front row.
Oh, Larson outside.
Yeah,
Is that
Larson
outside?
Outside.
Yeah, it's
What?
outside.
What?
Because they probably like the run off turn 2 down the
He's
back
trusting
straightaway.
the 2 teammates in front of him to race each other nicely.
Josh Berry's going to clean him out for him, so it's okay.
But that would go up in like, okay, if this is what Xfinity did yesterday, he's just gonna get collected. I feel like you go inside so you can do the dog leg. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not Kyle Larson.
That's what I would have chose for Hamlin is be the second car and take the dog leg and then send it in
Yeah.
the one.
I feel like that's such an advantage. You can just kind of base your corner off the car in front of you that way.
But yeah, I
I
do
don't-
think I think what Hamlin's wanting is to be on the outside of C Bell down the back straightaway and have a huge run and clear him. I think that's his only chance to get him.
I think Larson's just gonna try to rip 2. He's just gonna try to rip 2, isn't he? Here we go.
All right, I'm sad, boys. Kevin Kyle just said there won't be a rule on Discord.
Way to change the subject off of this 2-lap shootout.
Mm-hmm. I'm sad.
There's
Get
Byron.
on, Joey.
Larson
Get under there,
Byron.
Joey.
Take him 3 wide, Kyle. No, go low. Fuck.
Come on, Joey. Don't get undercut.
Kyle's going to have the momentum off.
Who's that
Hell,
stupid
how's the
red
bar-
car?
I didn't fucking take it. What the?
Stupid
Oh
red
my
thing.
gosh, that was I think. Whoa.
What's the shot?
White
Yep.
flag. Oh, white flag here.
Oh,
Chest,
Bell,
man. Look how
Bell.
low they're going on that turn.
Larson, go low. Larson, go low. Larson, go low.
Larson's not gonna have the run. Here comes Hamlin on the
Come on, Kyle.
outside. Hamlin's got to shoot for it.
Damn.
There it is.
Bell at the racetrack.
Oh.
Bell wins it.
Three in a
Again.
row. That was a good race. Good race. Zane Smith.
Yeah,
top
no,
10.
Yeah, no, Zach, you're right. He should have sent him 3 wide into
C
into
Bell
there.
or C Busher, 5th. Great pick by me.
That's not how you say it. Say it again.
Chris Busher.
I blame Tyler Mon for that one.
Or is it Christopher Busher?
How do you not fucking clear him and get him to the bottom? That's not Larson to know that. That's an unbelievable mistake.
With the run he had, he might have been able to just have him clear.
Yeah.
Out of 4.
What the fuck else do you want there? I don't understand. Like, good for Chris Bell. Unbelievable.
I'll just like drop something off the car there.
Wait. It was wait.
Action.
They're gonna weigh it. He's gonna fail.
And also, exceptional driving between 2 teammates.
Yeah.
To make sure one of them wins. Really, really good.
Well, and it wasn't the cleanest in 3 and 4 either.
No,
Like,
it shouldn't.
I think Hamlin grazed the wall a little bit.
Just don't take each other out, right? It shouldn't be clean. It doesn't need to be clean. Just make sure that 5 doesn't win.
Well, and then Denny said it on his podcast. He says he doesn't hate seeing anybody else win besides his teammates. Like, he hates seeing his teammates beat him.
Because someone just beat you on equal ground.
Yeah.
That person's better than you. Like, when the 5 beats you can be like, oh, I just didn't have that car. When the 20 beats, you're just not as good as them.
Guys finished 1-2 when their teammates wrecked out. So I think Hamlin's not going to be too disappointed.
How many career wins does Chris Bell have?
What's he pointing at? What's that say?
I couldn't read it.
Huh?
He had something on the dash, like a sticker.
Oh.
Let's see.
Today is the day I try a backflip.
Do it.
Do it.
Man, I was such a massive fan of this guy when he was in Xfinity, and I'm still a big fan of him, but I didn't expect it to feel this way when he was this dominant. You know what I mean? I guess I didn't think about, like, oh, Kyle Larson will also be there. Fuck. It's a lot less fun when Kyle Larson's also.
Now you know how I felt last week.
So.
And his personality is coming out now. We're in for trouble.
I don't think this is counting today, but he has 11 career wins at the Cup level.
He's about to. So
Scored
that means going into the
win
season, he had 9. He's going to tie his career wins this season. I think. Like, he's going to win 9 races this year. I feel like. If Denny says anything, I'm going to be really disappointed in Denny Hamlin. Like, really disappointed. Because he looks like he's about to say some shit.
He's a team owner. He's going to say, good job, Christopher.
He has a look at it.
The 11 Toyota FedEx ran fast today. Just didn't get it done at the end. Congratulations to Chris. Yeah.
I love what Larson did on the white flag. That's what I would have done. I just hate what he did on the first lap. Right here, I love it. You back up 1, or you back up 3. You get to the bottom so you can have some drive out. And you just hope to God they make more contact. That was a brilliant move by Kyle Larson. And again, it really was Harrison Burton. 4th place, Josh Berry.
Yeah.
And he was there all day. Okay, here we go. Denny Hamlin. He looks pissed. Oh.
That might just be its face.
Where'd your chin go, Danny?
Keep us in the game when we had that stop in the middle and they made up for it at the end. And it's the first time we were able to get some clean up air all day. And obviously our
6 sunglasses.
Green there. But I thought in the long run, really, where we were going to be able to excel, especially on these tires. But we got a good restart. 5 really gave me a great push on the front stretch on the restart, and then down the back stretch to so I
Don't mention the 5. Don't talk about Kyle Larson. Keep his name out your mouth.
My wife's name out your mouth.
Keep my what? It was a G.I. Joe joke, bro.
Remember, these guys are 2K25 PGA Tour teammates, Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin. They played
It was a
golf.
long time ago. He's dead to us.
It was like when they go up to the runner up and try to like get a kind of try to get kind of a salty answer. Just like, it's got a sting, doesn't it?
I would never
Coming that
do
close?
that. I would
Just
I
that
would
close,
never
huh?
do
How
that.
frustrated are you?
It's
I
like
love
when
Nothing
I
could be
it's like
worse.
when I get wrecked or whatever, and Zach's like, Jared, what'd you think of that? I'm like, you suck.
I mean, nothing will ever be worse than when Martin Truex Jr. drops like the nastiest line. He's like, he won the battle, but he won the damn war. And Parker Rubin's like, what does that mean? What are you gonna do to him? And just like ruins the whole like fucking cool moment of that interview. That's the worst.
Well, who was it that Marty Snyder was interviewing? He's like, man, you're just fishing. I'm not answering this question. You're just fishing.
Bubba Wallace, he wrecked Larson for sure. Not Bubba's best day.
When are they gonna have this reality show where it's racers need a pit lizard or racers wants a pit lizard?
Following Todd Gill and getting a pit lizard.
Oh my god, I want them to get like just somebody just really messed up. That's like not even like I want them to get like I want them to get like Chad McCumbee or something.
What if somebody flips at Vegas again while we're there?
Not out of the realm of possibilities, man. Track is brutal. So I'm gonna make a really wild assumption here. I think Chris Bell probably has the points lead. Like, I'm not super good at math. He probably has the points lead.
What's his position now?
First 3 times will probably help when there's 4 races.
Mm-hmm.
That probably won't hurt.
Might still be Byron.
I swear to God, if we go over the line, watch this
Blaney,
motherfucker in a row.
Blaney's 2 behind. Reddick's 5 behind. Seabell is 21 behind.
You know what I just thought about too that really just made me sick to my stomach? It wasn't the last win, but maybe it was. Chris Bell like lost that last Vegas race by like an inch to Kyle Larson.
Well, I
Yeah.
still only have 3 starts. Where do y'all
So there's
see
a
the
good
4th start?
chance we're going over to Vegas to watch him win 4 in a row.
I mean, he was faster in the fall, but I think Vegas opens it up to more guys.
Yeah.
Because this one had the gimmick of the option tire. We're going back to old school speedway racing.
Yeah, I guess for the first time this year, which is kind of crazy.
Look at that. Joey's led more laps than all the guys in front of him combined, and he's still 12th. Boo.
Yeah, he's in like 24th.
Boo. No, he's 12. He was 12th in week 3. I don't see week 4 yet.
You don't know what's more relevant when Mean Gene pigeonholes himself into the white flag of a race when he's in 21st, and when he brings up Joe Logano talking about points. I think Joe Logano.
Oh boy. Speaking of boys, there's your boy.
By the way, I'm gonna make some Joe Logano merch for us guys. Not for me and Gene, but for all of you.
I don't want it.
bastards.
It's super, super sick. Trust me, it's super sick.
Can I donate it?
You're not gonna want to, but you can, but you're not gonna want to. God, Kyle Larson, look at that. Look at that man.
Yeah, everything's still 3 weeks. There's no 4-week stuff yet.
What are you talking about?
I'm looking for starts. Like all the points are still 3 starts, not 4.
This is what, the 4th race this year?
Yeah, I'm looking for the updated standings.
Yeah,
after
they
this
don't have
race.
them posted yet.
Places around.
We're like so
Yeah,
low
because I think they wait till everyone's gone through inspection.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's a place that Christopher Bell has not
I don't know. Message Kevin Kyle, see if he will upload them.
What's that hat that guy's wearing back there?
That's the Shriner's Fez.
He's a Shriner.
Ah,
He probably has
I
a
don't
little.
I don't know the
bicycle.
significance behind that Fez, but
It's just a really fun track. We'll see 4 or 5 wide.
He probably has a little bicycle and a monkey with a tambourine and a music box somewhere.
238 days away from where the championship.
I don't see any snakes.
We've never seen a snake.
You've never seen a snake.
Well, there it is.
Sorry about
Next
that.
week. Y'all be there next week, huh?
yeah, who's ready for next weekend?
Yeah, you guys are going to be there next week. I will have to come up
Buddy,
with a
you good to
plan for this
broadcast
'cause I
Sunday?
gotta. Yeah,
What?
I'll be able to do the BRL race. I'll have to do one or the other because I have to work that night and I work the night before.
I can do MRL. I'll be back for MRL on
Um,
Monday.
but as far
Well,
as
I would
Sunday
I would say
morning-
let's do the race and not the stream if you got to pick one.
Yeah. So I gotta make sure that I have enough time to sleep during the day for work Sunday night.
All right. Well, if
Um,
possible, let's do the rebroadcast of the race and then
Yeah,
not
do the
the
race
Sunday
over the
morning.
stream since. Yeah, we'd just be like
'cause
two.
there's everybody's not going to be here anyway, so
Yeah.
Right. So now, do you guys want to do it on BRN still, or do you want that to be the first one to go to VRN?
It's
I'd say-
until the season's over, we're sticking with the networks we're on.
yeah,
Okay.
because
So,
we need to have a few weeks of the
sometime-
post race show first.
Sometime this weekend, Jared, I'll have to set up that BRN login again.
Or I
'Cause
could
I messed
could
up all
ske-
my.
I can schedule the race and then send you the stream key.
Oh yeah, that'll work too. As long as
Cool.
I'll be able to connect to it,
Yeah,
we can do
'cause
the
I think all
Sunday
you need
morning
is the stream key.
broadcast. Yeah.
So, you heard it here. No stream next week for this, but we will be doing BRN obviously as they go their first race of the playoffs at Bristol.
Oh,
Someone make sure your computer is ready, Jared. It's gonna get overloaded as hell. There'll be tons of wrecks.
Huh? What?
No fast repair. Oh,
Where?
no, I'm just kidding.
For what?
You never have issues. Yeah, you never have issues. I got nervous about Volpus on Thursday, dude. When he was having like a little bit of like glitching before the race got really crazy. I was like, oh no, oh god. But yeah, it powered through.
dude, he on that last restart. Like, I don't know. I just assumed he had damage from the wreck, the big wreck, because like he didn't like launch at all.
No.
And then all of a sudden, coming to the line, he's like on me.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like, okay, I guess he didn't have damage.
That was a wild 2 laps. Oh man. Pretty proud of those 2 laps, not so much the other handful before that. But yeah. It's so hard. It's so rough too, because it's so hard to win a league race. And when it happens that way, you're just like, damn it. Like it's a weird feeling. Uh-oh. Jared Kelly is the 22 now.
Batman.
You're the 22.
He's hanging upside down.
I'm jealous.
Oh, shit.
Super
There he
jealous.
goes. Dalton's lost it too. Yes.
Yo, Mr. Kevin Kyle
Oh,
missed
boy.
out this Sunday, I think. It was a lot of fun with you guys.
We always have more fun with that.
Always. Amazing as
Oh.
always.
Good stuff.
Chris Bell.
Stop
having a-
winning.
I know.
Stop
Please.
winning. Ruining it for the rest of us.
Right? They already brought up the 4 in a row for next week.
It's very possible. He's really, really fast at Las Vegas. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. That was an amazing time. Another great, I think probably the best BRL finish of all time.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, there was that one where Jared Kelly won by a minute. Or when he lost by a minute. There was that one too.
Minute? Which one did I lose a minute to?
But what a finish. And tomorrow will be great. Me and Gene, I'm blanking. Where are we going to tomorrow?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
New Atlanta?
ATL.
Yeah.
New Atlanta.
Again, wow.
Last time we were at New Atlanta and MRL, it was easily the most dramatic race of our, I think, our life. That was a lot of fun, right? That was the one where we saw Fritz.
I got wrecked out of it.
Not fun for Sully, who went on to win the championship later that same season.
Yep.
But
I'm showing up for that one. I'm
do
racing.
it. Fuck it. I'd do it. But yeah, an amazing race tomorrow for sure. I expect another photo finish based on another play track, so I can't wait. But yeah, from another day of being a heartbroken Kyle Larson fan.
I feel your pain.
Yup.
Guys.
Christopher Bell, once again, boo or yay, depending on your perspective. Guys, thank you so much. Heck of a fun time. Join us tomorrow as we will broadcast Monday Night Mayhem, 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. Much thanks to Zach, who is out, Buddy, Dalton, and Jared. I'm Mean Gene Money. Can't wait to see you next time. And all the boys will be at Vegas. Can't wait to see what they have to say. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
That's right.
That is
Unless you bring your
absolutely
camera.
True. Right.
I'm half tempted to bring a GoPro.
You might as well be able to
Might
cut
have
some
to-
video out of it.
Yeah, I might have to take a video of Kevin sleeping.
I love it. Thanks for hooking this up, buddy. Guys, it's fun as always.